I like how they do that though. It's pretty cool.
Man, if they drop bombshells like they did in every single one of those, fuck yeah. I'm going to tune into every single one.
Yeah, I didn't do anything for the Devolver one. I didn't think we were watching. I didn't think we were doing it. So
Yeah, I watched it, and it's just such a crazy acid trip that I just had to stop. I was following the plot line. I was super vested in it for a while, and then I stopped watching it.
well, you do have Microsoft this Thursday.
Yeah,
Got their
don't
big
remind me.
one.
Don't
Probably one of the
remind
biggest
me.
ones of the summer.
Oh, don't forget, guys, we also have the Stadia Connect.
And no one cares about that.
But there's stuff in it. They talk about games that have been released for a while.
So bad.
Is that main show or pre-show stuff?
I mean, main show, I guess.
I didn't even like I said, I looked up like what the Stadia Connect, but
They talk more about the interesting features of the Stadia more than the actual games.
yeah. Summer Games Fest, baby.
Summer Games Fest done slow. God, I can't wait for Summer Games done quick.
I'm gonna get you done quick.
When is Summer Games? When is SGDQ?
Next year.
SGDQ 2020. August 16th through the 23rd. Guess I know when I need to take off.
2020.
Entire week of me not doing anything except being glued to Twitch.
Probably not a big deal, but if you guys want to check your audio on OBS, for some reason
How-
mine isn't picking up anything.
Mine's picking up everything.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so it seems like sometimes it does it after an update.
I don't update it until I like absolutely have to. Until it's just screaming at me, you have to do this fucking update, or it just does the update for me.
I guess this week we have two big events. We have Microsoft and we have Comic-Con. Comic-Con starts on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Is
but
it?
that's not. Is that all
It's-
digital?
It's a virtual Comic-Con. It's on Wednesday through Sunday. It's all digital. It's where the movie companies will be announcing the future of certain movies and stuff. That's where like you have like your announcements of like Marvel and shit.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk about X-Men.
Yeah.
It's the 20th anniversary of X-Men 1.
The
And then
best of the X-Men.
Yeah.
No, X2 is pretty good. I liked X2.
Days of
It's pretty
Futures Past was always my favorite.
good. You know,
um,
David Hayter wrote X-Men 1 and 2.
Did he?
Solid Snake. Yep.
Oh, nice.
He wrote it.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of different panels. They're gonna be talking about the future of America Dad.
America Dad.
America Dad. Apex Legends. There's a couple gaming companies.
Oh yeah.
Ted and
They
Bill
might-
and Ted Face the Music.
When's
Keanu.
Oh,
when's
shit.
the isn't DC doing a thing alongside Comic-Con? Are they doing a press event?
Yeah, they're doing whatever. I don't remember what they're calling it, but yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
doing something too.
I think the new Lord of the Rings MMO is supposed to be announced.
Yep.
At Comic-Con.
Disney's Phineas and Ferb the movie is going to be announced.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
The new Magic the Gathering. I'm looking at the list of stuff. I don't know if people still play Magic the Gathering, but
Oh yeah, a lot of people do. It's still one of the most popular, at least in North America. It's still the most popular card game. TCG.
Oh, I
And-
just went to go ahead.
oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I just went to that GameCore or whatever it is.
Dude,
Yeah.
when did you go? When did you go?
That place is fucking cool. Last week. Like
Dude,
I
you
don't
should
even
let
know
me
what
know.
day. Yeah, I
You
just
should- you should. Dude, I live right by there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I just went to 710, and then I was like, holy shit, dude, this game core's right next to it. And then
Yeah.
fucking Fat Lenny's was there too, or Eddie's, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called. So I got me a fucking bubble tea and some vape juice and a fucking. I got this Magic the Gathering, actually, card
Nice.
box because I have a shoebox full of them that I just want to organize a little bit. They have game night and shit there twice a week.
I think AIM store is like right next to
AIM
there
store's
too.
not
Right
that
now,
far,
yeah,
yeah.
it's right there too.
And I'm not far from there. Like it's like everything's there, man.
Yeah, it seems like a nice. Actually, it doesn't seem like a bad little spot.
Mm-mm.
It's a little busy on that road though.
Hey, man, there's a place not far from my house that's for rent.
I'm looking at all this
And
stuff.
there's I bought
Yeah.
this.
Bob's Burgers panels too. There you go.
That's cool.
I got a pink woolly Joshua to match my green one.
Oh, we're also
was on
supposed to be
sale.
receiving an update on Uncharted the movie.
Will we though?
They said they weren't gonna
Yeah, it's
do
been
that.
canceled. It's been
Yeah.
postponed again.
Let's see what we got
Joshua.
here.
Joshua.
I just randomly was thinking about Comic-Con because it's super close for
Ooh,
next
I'm gonna-
year. How I want to go. We all should go. And then
Sure.
I looked it up and come to find out it's actually fucking this Wednesday. That's hilarious.
Guys, I'm gonna piss off a lot of amiibo collectors
Dicks.
right now.
Feels bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss off a lot of amiibo collectors right now. Let's do this.
How you're gonna open it?
Oh,
Oh, just hearing that sound is just breaking people's hearts.
Yeah. Joshua, get loose, Joshua, please.
That's
Joshua,
a ton of panels. Ow,
you're a ton of panels.
bitch.
Huh, got him. Sick.
Called Comic-Con at Home is what it's renamed.
Comic-Con at home.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of neato.
Everyone can enjoy the adventures of Comic-Con right from their living room. What it says.
We can do that on online then. Oh, look at that. Are they like hacky sacks?
Oh, there's little Meebos.
Probably could play hacky sack with them.
Well, I mean, they are made of yarn.
Oh, aren't the bottoms of them plastic? So you can sit?
Well, I mean, they're just. I mean, they have plastic underneath them.
I wonder if you have to pay to look
I
at
want
the
giant Joshua.
if you have to pay to view some of the panels because like
Probably.
regular Comic-Con, you have to pay to get in and you have to pay for the individual panels, don't you? To actually like see the presentations.
Yeah, I think. Or I think you have to pay
Do?
for
I
like
think
some
you
of
just
them.
have
Yeah.
to probably possibly some, but
Because
you
I
think
know that you
have to-
have the cost to get in, but like how do you go see like a Marvel presentation? Is that
You
just you have to stay in the line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least from the content of them that I've seen, I've never been to one, so I have no idea.
That'd be fucking cool. Something to think about for next year. I don't know when they go. I don't know when tickets go on sale. What is
Lower
that
this
up?
brightness a little bit.
What is that?
Bulbasaur. It's Swolbasaur.
Bulbasaur? I fucking love it.
Oh, go home.
Ultra Swore Bulbasaur model. It's an amiibo. I want to call. They missed an opportunity. They called.
That's a
called him
good one.
Swolbasaur.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking idiots.
Bulbasaur.
Yo, it's only $18.09. Should I buy it?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Oh,
statue?
Fuck, look at that Pikachu. It's an amiibo.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's 6 inches tall.
Can you play Swelbasaur in Brawl or some shit? Not Brawl.
Well, it's
fucking
probably is it in
wrong Super Smash Brothers. Mine was in the wrong place, wrong direction.
No.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm
Wario? No, it's
Oh, oh,
Luigi.
It's Waluigi.
I can't
That's funny.
unsee that.
That's funny.
Ready,
People just
it's
make
ready
custom
to smash on
amiibos.
the bottom. Oh, fuck me.
$70 a ticket
That's
but it's only for one day.
Oh, there's a Pikachu one.
That's fucking awesome.
Okay, so there's a Pikachu one. There is a Squirtle. Oh wait.
That is pretty funny. Swallosaur. Fucking just muscly. Oh god.
With his comment or his
What do you think
Gurren
people
Lagann
just 3D
glasses.
printed that or something, or
Yeah.
maybe used that? It probably wasn't even 3D printed. It's probably
It
that.
says bodybuilding ultra swole Squirtle amiibo Pokemon trainer training weightlifting CrossFit 6 inches.
Sounds like something you're buying off a Wish or something.
Yeah.
It's off Etsy, so basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's amazing though.
But it's going to
Such a
be
great-
handmade with love or something.
What's that clay that they use to make earrings with? Like the crafty people. There's like a clay you bake in the oven.
Oh, I know
That's-
what you're talking about.
That's literally the funniest thing in the world.
Fuck.
Oh, that's hilarious. Do you imagine if you were like a legit competitive amiibo dueler? You know what I mean? You come fucking showing up with one of those.
What's up, guys?
Like, let me introduce you
Just-
to Swabblethor.
Just fucking whap down your amiibo in front of everyone else.
You have the voice to go, let's go!
Right? Room gets silent.
Alright, so I can buy the giant woolly or giant Joshua, the giant woolly Joshua for $250 on eBay.
Fucking go.
Better double check Wish.
Bet.
Fucking bet. Don't
Might not
tempt
be
me.
official, but it'll be damn close.
Don't fucking tempt me, cause I might. Joshua, stop committing tax evasion. You're gonna get caught.
It's never gonna stop. You know that. Already.
My one buddy has it. I might just, break into his house and steal it.
Good old
Mine
Wumbo.
now.
Definitely a
Okay.
great idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
finish my
definitely credit.
registration for Comic-Con during the podcast.
Are you seriously gonna do that? Oh, I lost. I got a little defocused there. What?
Who wouldn't want to go to Comic-Con?
Yeah, it's fine.
Get to see all the Bella Dolphins and everything like that.
No.
So
Ooh, woo.
It's just no.
I'm gonna
You
be
said
slightly
no,
defocused
James?
during this entire thing.
Ooh, woo, XD, ooh, woo.
All you gotta do is
Goodness good.
point at it real close and be like, "You, stop doing that." James, this is how you fix it. You just point at it real close,
You
and then you pull it
shut-
backwards slowly.
shut it.
shut your damn mouth.
I don't know if you're supposed to back up too. Huh,
Oh well.
didn't really work.
Nope.
Nope.
Nah, who cares? I'm just constantly censored. Slightly censored.
I would
You know
say
what I
we all
think
can go to
is-
E3 next year, but that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, looks like it's focused on your boom arm.
I think so too. It's
Move
it's an
your-
artistic choice.
Yeah, just like try to cover up your entire thing.
It is his boom arm. If you right click it, you should be able to just go right into
Unless you set it to
the-
manual or
and
something.
do it. I like manual because it doesn't fucking
Fuck
you
around.
set it and forget it. Yeah, set it and forget it.
I don't know what I have it set to.
Like when you start pulling your finger back, it clears up, and then when you pull it all the way back, it gets blurry again.
Oh yeah, mine's on manual. Wow.
Go.
So my finger thing
There you go.
didn't do
That's clear
anything.
enough.
Dun, dun,
Wow.
dun.
Oh, look at that pop.
Instant bone.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah. We need to figure out a way to bottle the experience we just had.
There we go. The bottle to my eyeball. To
Or
zoom in
just
on my
the whole
eyeball.
thing.
I fixed it.
Take
Guys,
my
I
wife to
fixed it.
Comic-Con. She'd be like, "What the fuck is all this?" She'll have no idea what's going on. Everyone walking around in the outfits and shit. She'd be like, "Is this real right now? This is as
Is this
real as
real
it gets."
life
Is
now?
this real life?
Like, this is real as it gets, baby. She'll be like, why the fuck am I here? Like, I don't know.
She'll find one person that's just like, oh, I know that character.
I am an adult. What country I am? Afghanistan.
Are you? I don't think you're in Afghanistan, my guy.
Could be.
I think we're in good old U.S. of America.
U.S. of America, I tell you what.
I tell you what, Bobby.
Whenever you gents are ready, I am as Gucci as they get.
Yes.
Well, I guess
The Geech
this
is
is the end
Gooch.
of the. I guess this is the end of the preamble.
Yeah.
Oh, did I spell my address right? Let's find out. Yes, I did.
You don't have that shit saved? Dude, I never have to put in my address or anything. Google just knows.
I ain't got that shit saved on my
Didn't go
computer.
off.
Because we use LastPass to say
Use code level unlock for nothing off of your LastPass subscription.
yeah, hashtag not sponsored. Please sponsor us.
Exactly.
Hashtag not sponsors. Hashtag please give us a sponsorship. Hashtag please.
We're trying, but whatever. We're okay.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
What's that woofer?
That's definitely somebody's. That needs to be somebody's subscription alert.
Oh shit, I could do that. Yeah, I could have that on mine. I think that would be my follow. If someone follows, I think it would just be, are you okay? What's that woofer?
I just need to record all of like my passive aggressive things that I say and just have those as like subscription tones.
Eat a dick.
Yeah, like somebody subscribes, just you're fucking awful. Eat a dick. Or I paid $60 for this shit. That's a
Whenever
donation
someone does a
line.
tier 1 sub, you say you paid $2.99 for this shit.
It's true. Oh shit! It's got the news alert.
Oh, maybe
Our
we should do a podcast.
our mafia couple, St. Louis mafia couple, just got charged with felony accounts, and they can serve minimum of 4 years in prison.
The St. Louis Mafia is my favorite rap group.
They got charged with. Where the fuck did it go?
Thought I seen somewhere. somebody
Unlawful use of weapons, of displaying weapons during a protest. It is illegal to wave weapons in a threatening manner in the city of St. Louis. It is considered a felony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should be
Makes
felony
sense.
everywhere.
Doing a lot of things in a threatening manner is, I think, considered assault. Yes, that's because assault and battery are different.
Except in states where it's legal to shoot somebody because you feel threatened.
Stand your ground, my guy.
Florida and Texas.
That's the case right there. It's who was more threatened? Or why were you doing what you were doing? I don't know. Well, it's very interesting. I took way too many fucking law classes. Should move on.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking crazy. But yeah, that was I just saw that right now. Anywho, whenever you gents are ready, we can get the going here. Confirming my Comic-Con information here. I am not a robot. Continue.
Oh my god, Walker. Just say that you're not a fucking robot already.
Congratulations, your Comic-Con membership has been registered. One step closer to not going to Comic-Con next year.
Yee.
Because anybody who selected to you had two options for this year. You were able to get a refund, or you could transfer your ticket from this year to next year, and they only allow a limited amount of tickets. So if like 90% of everybody transferred their tickets over, then you can't, and that just limits the amount of tickets who can go.
I don't know, man. It would take a lot for me to go back to a con after all
I've
this.
never been to one.
Because conventions are just a cesspool
See if
Of-
there's.
grody-ness.
Walker,
Oh,
see
there's
if-
gonna be some.
About even going to the.
I would say see if there's one in your city. I know that there was one in my hometown that I went to every year.
I know that there's gonna be some crazy restrictions.
Oh yeah, but
For things like this, so
I'll definitely go to one of those before you take on the big one.
Yeah.
I've never been to one. I've never been to any of those types of events, gaming.
Yeah, I'd rather go to like a Blurry Con or
Tulsa
an
Con.
Erie Anime Expo.
One of the big things, like, well, eventually, I think we should look into, obviously, just because we do a gaming podcast. If they do like Summer Games Fest next year, but they do like an actual thing, as long as, depending on how everything is, it's something to look into going. Because isn't E3 is it in the same city or is it different cities throughout the country?
It's in the same city.
It's San Diego, right?
L.A.
LA. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be in Atlanta for a little bit, for a few, like 2 or 3 years. But yeah, they moved back to L.A.
Because Comic-Con's more for like movies and shit, and like
Movies and comics and
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
not necessarily games. I think I'd be more interested in going to a game convention, like an E3, if E3 was gonna happen next year.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
or PAX.
Yeah.
PAX is also a good one.
Yo, what's that? What's that one that happens in Canada that everybody, like all the game developers, go to and get shit faced?
GDC.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, GDC is probably a good one to go to, but I think you have to get invited to it.
You do.
But it's
Yeah,
not
the
that
Games
hard
Developer
from
Conference.
what I know. Yeah, apparently that
Oh,
one's a
used to
good
be
party.
It used to be super easy to get press pass for E3. You just had to have a blog or something that talked about games, and you got a press pass.
Well,
Dang.
speaking of that, that actually is going to be happening August 4th to the 6th.
What?
GDC. It's their actual conferences, like web conferences, August 4th through the 6th.
That's where you get some really, like, if you are interested in game design at all, watch like anything from GDC, because they have just insightful things on how to make games and stuff like that.
You can register now to be a part of the conference. I don't know if it costs anything. Yeah, you can
think
go to
it
the
does.
website. It's all digital. All digital event takes place August 4th through the 6th. So, yeah, passes and prices. So I'm assuming depending on what you wanna watch will allow you to watch certain things.
Yeah.
Community pass is free. A student pass is $50. Discovery pass is $130, and the conference pass gives you access to everything, and every conference is $400.
That's actually cheaper than what it was for the live one.
So I don't know what.
Basically the pass that lets you in, just roam freely, was like $700.
Probably. So I don't know what the community channel programming is. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's just probably like a.
Probably just interviews with some people, like small interviews and that kind of stuff.
Wonder if anyone will pay the $400 to sit in front of their computer to watch a bunch of conferences for 3 days.
Oh, probably a lot of people.
You get the sponsor showcase, the indie showcase, the Vault subscription, and early access. Interesting. That'll
It's a
be
podcast, huh?
yeah, I know, right? Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready, Shreds?
Yep.
Okay. Count it down. Get it started here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome, everybody, once again, back to the Level Unlock Podcast, episode 77. 77 weeks.
77.
Man, it doesn't even feel like it. That's crazy. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We got a pretty decent week for you in terms of news. Got some prize conferences, as well as a couple other hidden gems
Man,
that we'll go over.
my
Oh,
favorite
thanks,
thing about
Walker.
Nintendo.
You're welcome.
My favorite thing about Nintendo events is when they announce it the day of.
Yeah, they just drop. Oh, by the way, here you go. So we got
Right.
some decent news leading up to next week, which will probably be one of the biggest weeks of the summer. The good old Microsoft press conference. Well, they will, according to the statements, there will be less about the system and more about the games that will be coming out. So
Good.
keep an eye
'cause
out for
they-
that for next week. And
That Xbox One debacle.
Yep.
Still living strong with them.
And for this week, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We got some good stuff for you here. Once again, as you can see if you are watching live, Mr. Nate James is still on his world press tour of interviews. He was last spotted, according to Schroeder, in L.A., roaming the streets looking for some interviews. So he's still out there somewhere. If you see him, give him a mic and let him chat you up. So he's out there. It's like almost like a Where's Waldo, but it's like Where's Nate at this point. So it's where can we spot him?
Where in the world is Nate?
He's out there somewhere. You just gotta find him. So maybe supposedly next week he may be resurrected in the world of the podcast, and maybe his flames will run out. But until then, he's still riding high. So, but until then,
It can't
Sup-
last forever.
exactly. For all those who are just joining us, as always, if you would like to join the Unlock Nation, you definitely can at the one and only patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast, where you'll get special tiers where each one has a different I'm losing my train of thought here. Has a different
Rewards.
Yeah, I guess from interactions with us to some
A great
personal-
preamble,
exactly
like the one
preambles.
that we did today
Yep.
about Swolbasaur.
Exactly. So if you want to listen to the stuff that happens before the show, you definitely can, and you do that as by joining the Patreon. Doesn't matter which tier you join. The higher tier you are, the higher unlock picker, the lock picker you become, which then obviously gives you more rewards. Which, speaking of rewards, we do have to get back at writing the weekly writing. So that's a conversation for
It's so hard.
I know, a different day. But anywho, what's up, guys? How you guys been? What's new? How's everyone feeling in this what seemed to be kind of a lackluster week, at least for myself? So, James, man, what's up, man? How you been?
Oh, just hanging out. Nothing too crazy. I played. Okay. So I subscribed to Uplay Plus
There you go.
because they had a 7-day free trial, and I'm like, sure, I'd give it a shot. And
And
I
then you forgot you
saw some of the
subscribed.
games. No, I knew I still had the subscription. So, and I was like, oh, I see some games on here that would be fun. And Mark mentioned to me one day that he bought Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm like, sick. I guess I could do a video on that. That's cool. And I saw in there Far Cry 5. I'm like, oh, cool. I haven't played Far Cry 5. I played the other ones. Let's give Far Cry 5 a shot. And I download it. And then I start it up. And then everything went green. And my computer restarted. Well, shit.
No.
Let's try that again. I loaded it up. Then there was a big green screen. And then my computer restarted. So I uninstalled the game. Reinstalled it. Same fucking thing. I uninstall it again. Reinstall it again. Make sure to not install the HD texture packs, which, I'm sorry, shouldn't be a fucking thing in 2020. Everything should have HD texture packs right inside of it. But, same thing. Green screen, dead. Then I realized, while I was downloading it like the 9th time, why the fuck is it going to my external hard drive? I told it to go to my D drive. So I cancel the download. re-download it onto my D drive. Same fucking thing. I consult the brain trust, which is you guys. Y'all don't know.
I have one
I
more
contact-
idea, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Contacted Ubisoft. They're like, hey, maybe your RAM's bad. And I go, well, not worth it. Not worth playing Far Cry 5 for that, to uninstall my RAM and shit. I don't care. So I just gave up on that and downloaded Watchdogs 2 and The Crew 2. Haven't played Watchdogs 2 on PC yet. I have it on PS4. It's fucking fantastic.
Is it?
Crew 2 is really fun. You drive around, fly around, boat around the U.S. It's not too bad. I like it.
Not bad.
I played a game called Kratia. Are any of you familiar with this very obscure game?
I don't believe so.
All right,
Kratia?
so it's only on the Stadia because I keep forgetting to kill my Stadia subscription.
Yeah, I definitely don't know anything about it. Or, yeah.
So you guys know Roblox?
Yeah.
Think of
yeah.
it like Roblox with like the graphic style of Fortnite. It's the
Okay.
worst. I love it. I played a very shitty rendition of Gunfight from Call of Duty on Nuketown for like an hour and a half. I had a blast. I hated it. I loved it. It was great.
That's
Only
funny.
on Stadia.
So you know you're doing it right.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it I did with my week. Didn't do anything else, didn't play anything else, definitely didn't stream anything else. Definitely didn't play a hot new game that came out. That's for
Sure
damn
didn't.
sure. No, I sure didn't.
Nope, not at all.
Nope, not at all. Nope, didn't play anything else. Not at all. Hey, who wants to go next?
You're funny.
I played Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, you did.
I streamed Ghost of Tsushima. I fell in love with Ghost of Tsushima. I'm about maybe 4 hours in, and I just can't stop thinking about Ghost of Tsushima. You know how I said a few weeks ago on the podcast, there's no way in hell anything could possibly beat Final Fantasy VII for Game of the Year? There's
Yeah.
no way in hell nothing's gonna come close.
This is up there.
Oh, this is better.
Really?
I like this. I'm enjoying this way more than Final Fantasy VII Remake. This,
Shit.
if it keeps on the path that it is, this is my game of the year. Hands down, nothing comes close.
It looks pretty dope.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Ghost
It
of
They
looks really
came-
pretty.
Yeah, and you were watching it in like in shitty Twitch compression.
I watched a
playing it on a-
video on their weather system and like
Oh,
how their
yeah.
how their effects like are intertwined with how the leaves fall and how the
Mm.
wind's supposed to blow. And so like they have all these different simulations that are all working at the same time. And I was just like, it's probably just all the same system, just doing it. It's just really good.
Yeah. And
But,
what's
like,
really
it's
cool,
beautiful.
what's really cool is that your character, like how you play in the game, actually can affect the weather. I read an article about this earlier today. The more stealthy you are, the more rain and thunderstorms and dark the sky is, to help give you more of the illusion that you're just sneaking around, that you're completely hidden, just stabbing foes, stabbing the Mongols, just
Just
stabbing them
stabbing
like
foes.
crazy. But the
Huh.
more like honor, samurai, stab, slash, standoff, slash, the brighter it is, the more it feels like an old Japanese spaghetti western.
I like it.
And I made the joke the day before it came out, where I was playing Way of the Samurai 3. So I think it was Nate and Aim, or I forget who it was. Was it you, Mark? Was it you and Aim? I forget who it was in the chat. But I was streaming it, and the opening scene is a guy just falling down after big bloody battle. And I'm like, wow, I got a copy of Ghost of Tsushima early. This is what Ghost of Tsushima looks like. It doesn't look like that. But now I feel bad because it actually does almost the exact same intro to that game. But no, Ghost of Tsushima, fantastic game. 10 out of 10 for my 4 hours in. We'll give like a more in-depth synopsis of it and review of it when I get done with it or get
I feel
closer
like I
to
haven't
the
seen
end.
anything on this.
Oh, it's kind of been on the back burner for a while. Sony hasn't really talked a whole lot about it for a few years. And then they're just like, here it is. This is when it's coming out. This is the new cutscene. Have fun.
Did anybody expect it to be as good as it is?
No. Well, I think people expected it to be pretty good. It's by Sucker Punch, the company that made the Sly Cooper games and the Infamous games. So people kind of already knew, hey, this is probably going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they probably didn't
not
expect
Kinda
this
it.
solid.
Oh my
slid under
God.
the radar.
Yeah.
It really
Oh,
kind of slid under the radar because everyone's been focusing on like Cyberpunk and then Final
Last
Fantasy,
of Us.
Last of
Right.
Us, and so it kind of was like, hey, I'm here too, guys. Hi.
Oh,
And then
And boy, did it come out of...
yeah,
It just
left
threw
field,
itself
huh?
at it.
Yep.
It was like, I'm here, fuckers.
Yeah, that
and then
was
unfortunately with everything going on, it wasn't really promoted as well because they didn't have much to really go over other than the conferences. So, but yeah, it was actually pretty anticipated. It just was kind of a game that was kind of like off to left field. That like, hey, I'm still here. Hi, and people just waving his hands, and while everyone's looking at The Last of Us Part 2, and then
everything
Death
else.
Stranding on PC, and then Final Fantasy, and then Cyberpunk, and then Watchdogs. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is here too. I forgot.
Yeah. It's...
Huh. Yeah, I'm watching.
I
a trailer
can't.
for it
I'd
right now.
rather be
Looks
playing
cool,
that right now than being on this podcast.
though.
Understand that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
Oh hey.
How was your week? I know you played a game too.
Yeah, shit. Excuse me. Voice cracked there a little bit. But yeah,
hey,
that's a
Mark.
good old part of growing up. Or
Yep.
raising my voice
Finally,
a little
you're
bit.
finally
It's weird.
becoming a big boy.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, I played Death Stranding. Bought that on Steam.
Man standing. I love it.
How are you
Yeah.
enjoying that one?
It's phenomenal. That's the best way to put it. It's definitely one of those masterpiece titles. Whenever
It's like-
go ahead.
There should be like a big old they need to make something. You know the Criterion Collection for movies? Where it's like here's Citizen.
What?
I think you're
kinda cut
losing
out.
most of us.
Is he frozen?
Yeah, James froze. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, he
okay.
might get to
How are you liking it, man? I mean,
finish.
I know he played the hell out of it, and he really enjoyed it.
Game,
You
it's-
have it?
Oh, he came back.
You
Am I
hard
back?
froze.
Okay, so
Yeah,
hold
you-
on. Wait, hold on for a second. Walker and Mark were frozen. I saw Jeff the entire time. He was moving. He's still moving around. Yeah,
That's funny.
I'm
he was moving around the entire time. I saw him the entire time.
Yep, you hardcore froze. So what were you saying, James? If you remember.
So you know how there's the Criterion Collection for movies?
Yeah.
Like with Citizen Kane and all like those movies, like this is what a movie should be.
Yeah.
They need to do that for games, and like I vote for the very first thing to be Death Stranding. The very first one to have that,
I agree with that.
because it is like Mark said, a masterpiece.
Good old Funky Retus and the Norman Fetus. Good
Yeah,
game.
I haven't yet really seen much content on this because I look forward to playing it as well.
Yeah,
Would recommend. It's what was that?
Jeff, you would love it. You would get
Yeah,
sunk into it.
Yeah, you would lose your fucking mind playing this game. Like literally, I guess I'll go through my basic thought process of how
Yeah,
it's
do it up.
about a lot like Ark, you know. You take like, I don't know, half an hour someplace to reach a new station, and then you're like, cool, I finally did something. I can rest here for a bit. You do all that, take a shower, you get your grenades, you drink a bunch of Monster Energy because you have to, and then look at yourself in the mirror, you know, take a shit, do that sort of stuff.
Get
Leave
grenades
out,
for your shit.
yeah, get more grenades. You head up and you're like, all right, let's see what I got to do here. And then they're just like, all right, we're gonna give you 120 pounds worth of plastic just because. And you're like, okay, what do I have to do? And they're like, you got to carry it up this mountain, up to this weather station because this old dude wants it. And you're like, all right, whatever. I guess that's the game. And then you pretty much walk out and you're fucking walking side to side, and it, it's one of those games that it's just about the struggle of doing a singular task, or like doing a really shitty task, but like becoming progressively more and more better at it. But at the same time, it's still the same kind of shitty task. I
Mark, have you delivered the pizza yet?
yeah, I did
Oh,
that.
that was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I had to deliver a pizza fucking up a mountain, like through an area of like, I don't through an area of like the ghosts in that game. I don't
The
really want to
BTs.
spoil it too much. Yeah, the BTs that they call it. But you just got to be stealthy and you can't drop that package. It's got to stay upright. Um, Honestly, my least favorite one was the you have to deliver an hourglass, but they're like, oh, you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
do it's super fragile, so it's best to do it by hand. So you got to fucking carry it as a briefcase. And it's like, at this point you already have like vehicles unlocked and you're like, oh, I can manage driving over there somehow, but it's like, no, you can't take that anymore. You got to grab that as well as this other shit and all this, like all the other orders you got to take and somehow carry that over. But you can't use your left hand because that has your that cool hourglass thing that you can't like do 5% damage worth, otherwise it's broken. And it's just a whole struggle along the entire way, and it's great. Like
Have you
it,
delivered the jizz
Remedy.
yet?
Oh my god.
yes, a few times, yeah.
So what
The
is
semen.
this like a demonness
It
that
I
seems to be happening in the
can't
game as well?
can't
You can't talk about any of it
So
without giving it all away or any of that?
if you've
Well,
played a Metal Gear Solid game, it's similar to that. Like, it's of course made by the same guy. It plays very similar. Uh,
Genius Jumbo.
yeah, like the menu styles are the same. Like cinematics are pretty much the same kind of thing. And if you know that there's a huge backstory behind Metal Gear Solid, it's a very similar sort of thing. Like it's very story driven without giving it to you on a silver platter. But at the same time, they're giving you so much story, and it's sometimes a bit too much. But that's the beauty of the game. I, I just to give it to you. I, that's a bad way of saying it.
X gonna give it
But,
to you.
but the game came out 6 days ago, and I have 23 hours in it. So I haven't played it a crazy amount, but I've definitely played it a bunch. So it's great.
Definitely looks weird.
Hey, it's breaking news really quick on a side story on our podcast.
Oh, dang.
Podbean's a little behind.
News.
They just congratulated us and sent us a badge
I
for
saw
1,000
that.
downloads, which happened.
I saw that.
Which happened about 2,000 downloads ago, but
Whoa, whoa.
it is what it is. So, thank you everybody for being a part of this. Yeah, we have officially reached 1,000 downloads about 7 months ago, and we are now being honored for it by Podbean. So thank you for those who are a part of this. Anyways, continue. I just wanted to break that news. I just saw that email today.
Oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, Death Stranding, buy it. I mean, if you like kind of slow-paced games and you just kind of want to relax and you do you, you don't even have to fucking do deliveries. You can literally just explore. Like you can just grab packages that are along the way, find a building and be like, oh cool, can I deliver there? And who knows, you might be able to. Like it's one of those games that you're either gonna love it or hate it. But I would definitely watch at least a little bit of gameplay before you pick it up in case you're interested. Like, it's, yeah, love it or hate it, but I definitely enjoy it. What else did I play? I played a bit of Rocket League. That wasn't too bad. Played with good old aim, and I think Pet for a little bit. Played with Majors. It was a good time. Yeah,
Shit.
good old Rocket League. That's pretty much it for my week. Went back to work this week. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Today.
Yeah, today. That was fun going back to public things. Uh, Otherwise, I've been doing work for my other job at Penn State, so it's been fun. In case y'all, the podcast viewers didn't know, I do web designs or make websites for nonprofits. So been doing that pretty much 30, 40 hours a week, and now going back to Best Buy. It's a change, but yeah, I'll get used to it.
Shit.
But yeah, that's my week.
Awesome. How about you, Shrodes?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just playing a whole lot of that Sea of Thieves. It's pretty fun. I didn't like it at first when it came out. I was just no. But there just wasn't content there, right? Isn't that like the mutual thing for most people?
Mhm.
There wasn't
Yeah,
enough content
that's what a
out
lot
there
of
for
people
it?
hated about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was people shit on that game just like Final Fantasy 14 and Destiny 2 because it was all you did was sail the seas and you didn't really do anything. And then
Right.
they hardcore changed it.
Yeah, which is super good. Because I mean, you guys have asked us to play a couple times, and I'm usually like, I don't know if I want to play that. But Major was like, I remember Major asking about acquiring a game, and he asked, "What game does everybody play?" And I says, "Well, I know a handful of the guys like to play Sea of Thieves." And did you tell him to get it? Somebody told him to get it.
Well,
And
I think it was me because he had talked about playing a game where all of us, like a group of us, can play together. And if you already had Game Pass, sorry, that dropped my bottle off that loud noise. If you already had Game Pass, it's free anyways. Just fucking download it.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
so he was like really trying to play it, and I'm like, all right, man, I'll play with you. And then suddenly I'm like hooked on the damn game now. And it's funny too, because I usually don't like those type of games because of the, I don't know, random high stress moments of somebody
Yeah.
just rolling up on your ass after you
the
done.
PvP side of it.
Yeah, like you've just done an hour and a half of PvE, ghost ship fighting, fort taking, warrior pirateness-ing out there on the high seas, and then somebody
Yarr.
just slams their little boat into your larger boat and then jumps on with a keg and runs to the basement and blows it up before you even know what happened.
Yep.
You,
Fucking Kraken comes out of nowhere.
yeah, or a Kraken comes, and I usually don't like those style of games, but this one, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying. It's pretty funny. I've actually been like hankering to be the aggressor, and I just haven't had the opportunity really yet. I got close to one night. I was chasing somebody, but they just kept running away, and they wouldn't
Yep.
even fire back when I fired at them. So I'm like, all right, man, these guys aren't trying to have it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
We were playing the other day. We were getting chased. We tried to flip the boat around, and then when we flipped the boat around, the people weren't even fucking near us anymore. And we're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Who was I playing with? I think it was Aimright and Major I was playing with, and as soon as we started, like the first island we went to, we were attacked by a couple people that I think were what do they call those people, Walker? The people that just hide.
Oh,
Tuckers.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tucker. Yeah. A couple Tuckers, because like they were wearing Tucker-like clothing, and they were smaller people like in frame, so it's easy. It's harder to detect them when they tucking is when they just curl up in a ball or something, and like
Hide behind a keg.
yeah,
They
or something
t-
silly like that.
tucking away on a pirate ship.
Yep.
Right. And because that's ultimately what ended up happening with one of them. One of them we dispatched pretty quickly, and I got excited because somebody was finally attacking us. So I jumped in the can and launched myself over to their boats and tried to do that whole drop the anchor thing real quick. But I saw that it was about to slam into the island, so I'm like, go ahead and slam your boat into the island. It's fine. But at the time, I
Do
didn't
it.
think that they were trying to
Hide on your ship.
hide on our ship. And it's so funny because everybody starts to get we dispatched the first dude. Their boat pretty much has sunk. We start sailing away, and I run into the back, and I look out the window, and there's a dude just like just laying there on the fucking right on the side. I'm like, hey guys, come here, take a look at this. And and we kaboom them, and I don't
Yeah.
know. The game is just kind of funny. It's silly, like
That's what
that's
Summit does. The one guy, he hides on your boat, and when you're not paying attention, he goes to your treasure map and draws a penis on the treasure map, then goes and hides again.
Oh,
Jesus.
that kind of thing is funny, man. I was watching one dude, and he was hiding, and every time lightning would hit their boat or it would break inside, he would run down and fix it and then tuck. So these guys are like, "What the heck is going on, man?" You know.
That's funny.
Um,
It's
I
good content by doing that. It's so funny when you watch the one guy Summit, he'll hide, and honestly it looks like it's blatantly obvious where he's hiding, but I guess you just can't see him when they actually do it.
right when you're
Like,
running around, you're not even
yeah.
thinking about that
looking
random
down,
hand
looking down.
sticking out of the
Yeah.
wall. Right.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you know how you can circle things on the map. So on the map, he does it. Just click, 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 does the balls, and then does the shaft. And they come down, they look at the map, and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck? Who's doing this?" And they're like, "I don't know." And then they'll run around, they can't find him. They're like, "Dude, someone's on our fucking ship." And they run around and can't find him. They'll go back up. He'll go back, draw a penis again. They're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is going on right now?" And then randomly, when they stop looking, he'll make like fart noises, like on the open mic. Like, what was that? Like someone just fart, and like do it again. And then he'll finally, when his teammate finally catches up to him, then they'll fucking kill everybody. Um, and then sink their
No,
ship. And it
they're
was,
savage when they go about
yeah.
doing what they do. That's why I want to do some of the arena, because I want to be able to be a warrior of the sea. I want to be a warrior of the sea.
Yeah, and I'm definitely down to start doing that PvP side. I think that'll be fun. It's
Yeah,
just
dude.
50-50 chance now because when big updates happen is when everybody's on. Towards the end of that update, there's nobody on.
It's a ghost
Didn't you
town.
say there's a new update coming out like
And 3 days, 23rd.
3 days?
Nice.
So
Is there
on
any,
that, it's the next season. A ton of people will be on, but then you start getting later in the season. People are like, okay, I'm bored. I just want to wait till the next season, and everyone's on again. It's like a fucking cycle.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think one of the biggest things with it is you can't get butthurt over losing your entire bounty. That's what
Yeah.
it comes down to. Like, because the chances are so high that it's gonna happen. And to be quite honest, your bounty doesn't even. What is it? Cosmetics? Like you
Yeah.
don't get anything. You don't get anything ultimately for.
I think it's more the time that you spend in. I think if you're gonna start voyaging out to fight people, you gotta like know, okay, I'm not gonna fucking do a lot of shit. Like I'm not gonna go do a tall tale and then fucking go out and try to fight people. Like that would be just a shit thing, you know.
Right.
It's like what happened to us when so me and Schroeder have been playing a bunch, and so the one day we go do a tall tale mission, and
Oh.
so ironically, past the first tall tale, they're fucking easy, kind of. The tall tale that James, Mark, and
Did.
Jeff did, the level of difficulty compared to the ones that me and Schroeder did were not even comparable.
Really?
there's
One of
no
them was one of them was a sweet ass obstacle course, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Like
Yeah.
there was
See,
no
if-
deciphering fucking codes or none of that shit. But yeah, so we do a tall tale. We do the tall tale. We just beat the boss. We're going back to hand the treasure in. On the way to the person, we kill a kraken. We sunk 2 ghost ships. We find a bunch of sunken ships. We go do the tall tale. We're heading the way back. We sink another ship, and we're heading back. And all of a sudden, I fall off the boat because my ship starts turning. I'm like, okay, what the fuck just happened? And Schroeder's like, I'm flying in the sky.
Yeah, and I've played enough of it to know that when that starts to happen, it usually fixes itself pretty quick. It's
Yep.
just like a desync, a server desync thing, but it never fixed it itself.
No. So we did the tall tale. We lost all the progression on the tall tale. We lost all of our loot on the boat, and I go on Twitter, and everyone's just fucking pissed.
Same in
Someone
the
just said they did their
so
fifth.
mad.
They did their fifth round of the Fort of the Damned. They had $500,000 worth of loot on their ship that they lost, and everyone's like, "This is a fucking joke."
Yeah.
And so, it's like 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning at this point for me, 6 o'clock for Schroeder. It's just like, okay, so we did all this.
Okay.
We know how to do the tall tale. Do we do it again, or do we call it a night? It's just like, fine, just fucking do it again. So we run back through it again. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock Jeff's time. It was.
Yeah, you got it done pretty quick though the second
Yeah,
time.
we did it. The second time we did it pretty fast, but it was just like, this can't believe this fucking happened.
Those tall tales are pretty fun actually.
They
The
really are.
story is pretty neat.
Yeah.
a
What
little
was that?
long-winded, some of them, but
The fire one or whatever, the one that we did with Major, you and me,
yeah, with the cave,
caves. That was pretty cool.
that was fun. That was neat. It was like a super big obstacle course, and there's 3 different directions you can take with it too. So, I didn't you say it's a thing, an accommodation or whatever to do all 3?
Do all 3 pass.
Huh.
It's so basically you have like wheels of flame. So the basically this wheel turns and there's flame shooting out and you got to time your jump correctly. There's fucking knives being thrown at you. You have to time your jump perfect. You have to
There's
jump over
Indiana
lava.
Jones, like there's
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff, dude. It's
That's
pretty
pretty
crazy.
much what it is. It's like fucking Indiana Jones type
We
concept.
also learned that Major isn't super good at these style of gaming.
No. The obstacle
Not his
courses
strong
was
point.
not his strong point.
He's pretty good at FPS, but when it comes to jumping through an obstacle course,
Oh yeah, that was
He had a time.
yeah. Me and Schroeder, there was one where you have to jump across basically a fucking ravine of fire, and we're sitting there just watching them keep jumping in the fire, jumping in the fire, jumping in the
Yeah.
fire.
I tried to put the lava out. I ran over with a bucket and water, and
Yeah.
well,
Just like a river of lava, and Schroeder's like, "I'm gonna put it out for you, Major." He goes and grabs a little bucket of water and starts splashing it into the river of lava.
it was fun. It's a good time. I've been enjoying myself. I'm gonna
Mhm.
play the arena and kind of get a little more PvP in. I think that'd be a fun one to do that with. It
Yeah.
looks pretty simple. I mean, basically everybody's given a map, and you go and dig up the treasure out of that map, and you have to bring it to the center, basically. And everybody's map is, of course, different. So some people have better booty than others, and then you can either turn your loot in and call it, or the idea is you sink the other ships and you get points and you grab their loot too, and it's pretty mayhem-ick. I recommend checking it out.
I feel like this progression we're doing, I want to become a pirate legend at this point. It's like we're already fucking doing it. Might as well just keep grinding it out until we do it.
What's that getting the rest of the?
50 on the Merchant Alliance, the Gold Hoarders, and then the Skull.
Well, not only that, but you also have the flags now.
Yeah.
That is kind of fun. I kind of wanna. I like the idea of getting ranked up in that. They've added a new mechanic where you basically place a flag on the top of your ship, and the flag represents that you are working for one of these specific factions on, in the game. So that's Gold Hoarders, the Ghost Lady, the Traitor people. What else is there?
The Reapers Alliance.
Yeah, and each one of them, imagine like real life high seas. You have all these different gangs fighting over control of the seas, and as you physically touch loot and put it on your boat, you get points, and those points create symbols on the flag.
Oh.
And the more points you get, up to like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, up to 5. If somebody sinks your ship, steals that flag, and turns it in,
Tier
they get
5.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
tier 5. How much? Like
30,000 credits for a level 5 flag, a max flag,
Wow.
and it's really easy to get a max flag. It only takes like 15 minutes.
It really doesn't take long. It takes a couple missions, and
Yeah.
you have.
I watched a dude who sunk a ship that had 5 level 5 flags on his ship. That he ended up sinking it because that's all the guy was doing. The guy that was going around sinking other people's ships, stealing the flags, and then come to find out, that, and then the guy ended up sinking the dude's ship that was just fucking going around and just specifically sinking ships. Ends up sinking the dude's ship, and he ended up getting, it was like 230,000 credits off of 5 flags.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That
And
is
that's also how you get more points. You get more money too. So if you have a Merchant Alliance flag on your ship and you go hand in like a snake, you get extra money.
yeah.
And then you get extra credit to build to the level 50. So I was looking up like the fastest way to become level 50. It's to basically grind a specific Merchant Alliance or gold holders, put their flag up, get level 5, and then go hand in the gold, and you get credit faster that way. So
Yeah, 'cause I think it's based on currency. All of them.
yeah.
All of them are based on currency. The thing
Yep.
is, though, you can take anything, like literally anything, to the Reaper's joint.
Yeah, but that doesn't
And
count towards the Pirate Legend though, unfortunately.
no, but there was something about it though that was kind of neat. Even Asher stuff, you can take to him. But there's something else that was unique about him.
You get more money and reputation by bringing it to the Reapers.
Okay.
You get more money that way, but you don't become a Pirate Legend by doing that. So that's you either want more money, or you do the other side and you become a Pirate Legend. So it's just like depending which one you want.
But that's what I've been up to, and it's been a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
Trying to get more people to play. I definitely want to get this arena stuff going.
Mhm.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, that'd
So
be fun.
funny.
Anything else for you?
No, I don't think so. If I think
Word.
of anything, I'll let you know.
Myself, pretty much
Hold
same
on,
thing.
Wait. Hold on.
What's up?
There is one thing that I forgot to mention during my week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
I-
forgot. I know what you're gonna mention. Go ahead.
What am I gonna mention?
We said something about Final Fantasy, and I saw you go,
Yeah.
oh.
I played Final Fantasy 14 for 10 goddamn hours straight one day,
There you go.
It's not
and I
healthy.
want to die.
Were you drinking
So
plenty of water?
No, not enough. Definitely not enough.
Mark, you need to up your level of peer pressure with the water drinking.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't.
know it,
I
bro.
couldn't leave. Like I barely even stood up at all during that 10 hours. I barely took a break.
Grind is real, my
So-
dude.
Yeah. So
Did you stream
I'm
it?
working on no. God no. It was the most boring shit ever. So I beat me and my buddy Ramon with a friend John Luke with his help. We beat Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn story mode. So the first expansion done. Now we're on to the post game content. Our buddy Mike Zach decided, hey, let's try getting your relic weapons, which is essentially almost like the ultimate weapons in the mainline Final Fantasy games. Except these are way fucking more tedious to get. So, to get the relic weapon, you have to do all this rigmarole running around doing all this stuff. And it's fine. It took maybe about 2 hours or so to do it. What's really fucking tedious is leveling that son of a bitch up. Me and Mike spent no shit probably 6 goddamn hours to level up both him and my relic weapons. So to upgrade the relic weapons after level 1, you have to do these things called fates. Fates are random instances that happen in the world. And they pop up all the goddamn time. So we would go to an area. There's 12 different things you have to collect from these fates. And they drop randomly. We would go there, do a fate, not get anything. All right, let's go to the next fate. Go to the fate, do a thing, nothing. Go to the fate, do a thing, hey, one of us got one. Go to the fate, do the thing, nothing. Go to the fate, do the thing, hey, the person that already got one got one. Go to the fate, do the thing, nothing. There was a time where Mike had 5 of these things, and I just finally got my one that I needed.
Big oofs.
Whenever you join a fate, there's a big thing that pops up on screen that says "Fate joined," and you hear the noise. You hear like a little fucking tune that I've blocked out of my mind. I went to bed that night. It was like 2:30 in the goddamn morning. I had to be up to work at 10 o'clock. I went to work late because I was fucking exhausted still. I went to bed. I would close my eyes and I would just see Fate joined. She's in my dreams, and I would hear that fucking tune. And then at work that entire goddamn day, Mike
Ow.
would do a funny thing
Sorry.
and just, text me, Fate joined. Or type on the computers, Fate joined. He would just leave me Fate joined. Just little messages all over the goddamn place. And I would look at it, and I would go, fuck, that asshole. And I would text him. And I would just do, all I saw was Fate joined that day. A solid 24 hours. The only thing that I saw was Fate joined. And the worst thing, you want to know what the worst thing about it is? You want to know what the
What?
goddamn worst thing about it is? The
Yeah.
relic weapon is trash.
Go
Like
figure,
as
it's
soon
just
as
a
I
giant
start
waste.
the post game, content, I'm probably going to get a better weapon. So you know what I say to that? No thank you, sir. I'm going to keep this relic weapon until I'm doing like 1 damage. I'm not getting rid of this relic weapon. Holy shit. 10
I
hours of
wouldn't
my
either.
life is not going to get wasted.
That's funny.
And I haven't gone back to 14 cents. Okay, Walker, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I honestly didn't have much. I was more interested in what I was gonna say. I didn't really do much other than play Sea of Thieves. Me and Schroeder played it. Didn't watch any movies or anything like that this week. Still watching good
Yeah, you
old
guys played a bunch.
Big Bang Theory.
Bazooka.
I don't even know how many hours Schroeder put way more than me in, but I would assume probably like six hours a night all week for the most part.
Fuck.
Roughly. So what I'll get on at 8:30, play until 3 o'clock in the morning some of the nights, and the one night we played till 4 a.m. doing that relic. Not the
Christ.
relic. Fuck you, James.
Oh no, you
the
got
tall
the
tale.
relic quest too? Fuck.
Yeah. So, but it's fun though.
Shoot, the one day I was playing, we freaking did we did the Fort of the Damned, like,
Yeah, you
3
did the Fort of the
times.
Damned bunch, which I still have to do. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it's not difficult, but it's also not hard either. I get how you do it. It's actually, the trickiest part is not being attacked while you're doing it by other people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always the bitch. But yeah, if you can do it, all you need is the ritual skulls, and you just fucking keep doing it over and over and over again.
You know where to get those?
And chests and stuff, isn't there?
You can actually randomly get those in the Asher chest.
Oh, okay.
So if you're
Do you
willing to
not have to
spend
get
the
the
minimum-
different flames?
Oh, you do. You still have to, but there's a chance.
They don't go away.
Yes, so there's a chance when you get up there, they'll already be lit.
Yeah, if someone did it before you, they already could be there. Or if you do it and you have like 5 ritual skulls, your flames don't disappear. So all you do is go grab the flames again, and just put the ritual skull down, and it just repeats it.
Dang, that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Now that it's not a main part of the story, that's why they kind of were like, yeah, here you go.
yeah, it was like 200,000 credits.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
just
seen a
for
dude.
missions. It's
Yeah,
great.
they repeated it like 5 or 6 times, and then they were like, okay, we better fucking stop testing our luck and just go sell all the shit. Yeah, the issue that you were gonna run into is like what me and you, Mark, ran into the one day when there was like 8 fucking ships surrounding it, trying to kill
Just
each other because they
show
went on.
up.
Yeah, they just won on the island to start it. I was like, God damn it, I just want to fucking do this. So, other than that, I didn't really do much of anything. So maybe next week would be different. Who knows? Probably not.
Nobody knows. Maybe
nobody
you'll play
knows.
14, you son of a bitch.
I'll get there.
You gotta put in the time. You gotta put in that 10 hours. You gotta put in that 10-hour day.
I gotta put in that grind. So James, before we get into some news, you wanna talk about our Patreons right quick?
Yeah. Mad shoutouts to Morgan and Jeffrey, our patrons. You can become a patron at patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast.
Sure can.
Patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. Thanks,
Awesome.
Morgan and Jeffrey.
Thank you guys very,
Hey.
very, very, very much. Let's dive into it, shall we? I do got some movie news today.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
One of them honestly is becoming a running joke at this point, but it's hey, they want to talk about it. We'll we'll mention it. So, first and foremost, so Tenet, uh, um, Christopher Nolan's new movie that was supposed to release in 2 weeks, that was supposed to be the box office smash hit of the year. Fortnite advertised it. They even played a trailer in Fortnite. You got to watch Inception in Fortnite because of it. Is now delayed indefinitely. There is no longer a release date for this movie. They do not know when they will be releasing it.
Just release it
Yo.
on VOD, you fucking snobby piece of shit.
They advertised it a shit ton on what's it called? The was it that one thing we watched? Sorry, that's very indiscreet.
Oh,
the,
the
um,
UFC fight.
UFC
yeah.
251.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that, and
Oh, that
then
and UFC 4.
Yeah, and the new UFC game. It was those two
Hey,
commercials.
don't forget, if you pre-order today, you can get
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know Tenet's coming to theaters August something.
Yep.
If not
I loved
more.
how
August 12th.
how the announcer did just said Tenet coming to theaters August 12th.
Yeah,
Middle
they
of
would
the
just
fight. Oh,
slide it
look at that
in.
haymaker. All the while, look at that haymaker from so and so. August 12th, Tenet. Back to the.
Yeah, this is brought to you by Tenet, coming to theaters on August 12th, and he comes in, smack.
But yeah,
that
it is.
haymaker was sponsored by Tenet.
It is for now being delayed indefinitely. Warner Brothers CEO said he regrets this decision. We do not want to treat Tenet like a traditional global day and release. The upcoming market, unfortunately, is not currently there. We shall release new updates in the future. But as of right now, there is no date, and we will reevaluate as everything comes
But
to
here's
fruition.
the thing: they just put the nail in the coffin for the movie Tenet
Yeah.
because 2 months from now, if
No one's
theaters
gonna
start
care.
opening up, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna go see fucking Tenet.
Yeah. Especially if
not.
if by the end of the year you're supposed to have all the Wonder Woman, the new Marvel movie, all that shit, it's gonna get lost. No one's gonna.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the only movie that was gonna be released this summer, and then they were like, okay, never mind.
Fuck you.
So
Yeah, they just killed that movie. Just
Yep.
put it on VOD, for fuck's sake, please.
and
Get
it's
some of your money back.
and it's I don't know why people don't take the success of Trolls 2. If they calculated it, if Trolls 2 did the numbers in theater that it did at home, it would have made $180 million its opening weekend.
And
Which
it
for
made
an
more
animated
money
movie-
because it costs more.
So an animated movie, $180 million opening weekend's fucking unheard of.
Yeah.
So
Well,
and then-
Walker, you rented that, didn't you? Was it Trolls 2?
Trolls 2,
you
yeah,
rent-
$20
How much? Exactly, $20
for 3 days.
For 3 days.
And if you want to watch it again
Wow.
after that, you got to pay another $20. And you have kids that I want to watch Trolls 2. Can we watch Trolls 2? Can we watch Trolls 2? I want to watch Trolls 2 again. Okay, fine. So
It's
and
on
you
rent.
buy it again.
Let me get this mortgage real quick. Let me
Yeah.
It's
put
like
a
going to
second
the
mortgage
movie
on the
theater
house.
again or whatever.
Right?
Same thing.
It's how they're
And
charging you.
so you think about it, it's you get it for 3 days, but at the same time it's expensive. But people are gonna buy it for their kids and people who really want this movie, like $20 to see it at home. Fucking
You're gonna
who
spend
knows?
that much on popcorn and the ticket.
Exactly. People just don't realize that. So next big thing. So you guys remember during like the thick of things, that Chicago Bulls documentary, with Michael Jordan and all of them about the Chicago Bulls dynasty.
Yeah.
It's coming to Netflix this week. So if you haven't
Nice.
watched it yet, but you want to, you now can. It'll be released on Netflix this Wednesday, and it was actually one of the most watched things in the history of ESPN. So
One of the great 30 for 30 documentaries.
Yep.
All the
Uh,
30 for 30s are fantastic.
so if you listen to the preamble, we kind of talked about Comic-Con. And at Comic-Con, one of the tables is, well, not tables, but one of the streams, I
Exhibits.
guess. I don't know what they're going to be calling them, was about the Uncharted movie. So I decided just for shits and giggles to look it up. So it has been revealed that they are going to announce that the movie will begin filming next week. So Comic-Con takes place this Wednesday to Sunday. And during their panel, they will be announcing, Tom Holland will be announcing that Uncharted the movie will start filming next week.
Hey guys, I'm Tom Holland, Mr. Stark. It's gonna
You think
start
they'll actually
the
finish it
recording.
this time? though?
No, nah.
We'll see.
Sony's just gonna keep just throwing money at this project. Oh,
It's
they're gonna lose
lost.
so much money.
It's lost 5 directors and has been in development for 10 years.
It's
So-
been okay, Jeff. To put this in
Oh,
perspective, the movie has been in development hell for so long that the
Mhm.
person that was supposed to play Nathan Drake got too old and is now playing the character of Nathan Drake's older mentor,
Yep.
like father figure.
Yeah.
Like that's how long this has been in
Jeez.
development.
Yeah, they realize that they can't physically make him look young, so he's now playing the adult version.
What are
Yeah.
they gonna do? Like, what is causing this to happen over and over again?
Just-
No one wants to be a part of the project.
Direction, the creative direction they're going with,
The writing, all the
because
stuff.
the games are really well loved, but people who are reading the script and the directors were like, I'm not really feeling it, and so they're like, okay, I don't want to fight with the company, so I quit. Okay, new director comes in, I'm going to change it. Actors and other people were like, okay, I don't like this director's way, I quit. The director was like, okay, they want this way, well, I don't want it this way, so I quit. And it's just been a constant battle for 10 years.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't-
this is like this is Sony's franchise right now.
Yeah.
This is their Avengers.
Yep.
This is their Marvel stuff.
Really?
They are not listening to any creative control from any of the directors.
But what
Yep.
if the movie's shit?
Oh, it probably is going to be shit.
Like, that's what I'm so curious about. It comes out and it's absolute trash.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Sony
well,
wants
maybe
this
all those people
adaptation.
that quit know what they're doing.
Yeah, they want this adaptation to be their way because their games are Sony games. So,
It's Naughty Dog.
yeah.
That is
So-
the most Sony company
Yep.
outside of Sony.
Yeah. So, but like
Just
basically,
give
it's just
me-
like
Give me like a Spyro the Dragon movie. Like, it doesn't even need to be that great. Just give me a Spyro the Dragon movie. I'll fucking watch it. I don't need no Uncharted movie. I can just play the games. Those are basically movies.
we have a Sonic, so maybe you'll get a Spyro. Who
have-
knows?
I have fucking Indiana Jones. That's
Yeah.
That's Uncharted. Uncharted
That
is
is
just
true.
a playable Indiana Jones
Right.
movie.
Pretty much.
4 of them.
And then, so the last piece of movie news that I feel we've talked about pretty much every week, as to a movie getting delayed over and over and over again, is
it
also
Uncharted?
a Sony movie, or is it Universal? I don't know.
What is it?
Pitter patter.
James Bond, No Time to Die.
That's,
That's Sony.
Columbia, so that's Sony. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's the Columbia Pictures.
is once again being postponed.
Man,
It got
Sony just can't win.
it is being postponed most likely until summer 2021.
Fuck.
Last week it got moved up. The week before it got pushed back. The week before that it got pushed back and then moved up. And then this week it's getting pushed back again. They are actively looking at a window, and the window is currently summer of 2021 for the release of the last Daniel Craig James Bond movie.
Again, it's fucking done. Stop
It's
sniffing
been
your
done.
own farts
Yep.
and just release it on VOD already. Jesus fucking Christ. All you're doing is just costing everyone money. You're
Oh, yeah.
costing yourself money. Just
So-
release it on VOD, then do a special like showing in theaters for like 2 or 3 months once everything opens up, and fuck it,
Right.
you'll be good. Double
Their
dip.
biggest thing
Double
is
dip, my
that
guy.
their biggest thing is that James Bond is a worldwide name, and they don't want to release it in certain countries at different times. They want to release it together at one time throughout the whole entire world.
It's
And
what
that's-
the
Just
internet's for.
Release it on VOD everywhere, you
Yep.
fucks.
But I think with James Bond though, they're not going to want to do that though. They're like, this
no,
is
they're not.
how old are these movies? 75 years or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, if you're talking
Yeah.
the books, probably about 75 years.
Yeah. So, and I think it's just because of the name, they were like, no, we can't release this on VOD. We got to release this in theaters. We got to
Okay,
have the world
and-
premiere show the works.
Okay,
song-
Christopher Nolan.
Probably, I mean, they probably
At
have to worry
least-
about pirating and everything like that too, though, don't you think? Like, wouldn't that be a reason to keep it all on the same day?
At this
Well,
point,
there's
I
still
don't know,
gonna be
maybe.
those fucking idiots sitting in the back of the movie theater with
Yeah.
their
Camera.
tripods,
True.
Their handy cam.
recording the yeah, smoking a blunt like they did when I went to go see what movie was it? I forget what movie I went and saw, and someone was doing that.
That's
They
funny.
were
Jealous.
vaping in the back and smoking a blunt.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Days.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're considering it probably what will be one of the biggest box office movies is that they do not want to release it that way. They want to release it in theaters
can't-
together as one.
I can at least see, like, the James Bond name is enough to pull people in to go see a movie.
Yeah.
But fucking Christopher Nolan,
Yep.
a tenant.
Yeah,
Ten.
that I don't get.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that one I don't get that one at all. And the last piece of news that I have that actually will segue into gaming, Netflix has had a massive first half of the year.
I
Fucking
wonder
Yes.
why.
yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Currently, year to date, Netflix has added 26 million subscribers. Their entire year of 2019, they added 28 million. So they are 2
Fuck.
million subscribers off from matching the numbers from last year, which were record breaking.
Gotta run out
Wow.
of people at one point.
Yeah.
I know, and then what happens?
Yeah. I
So-
Increase profits from there. No more people.
I have Netflix. I pay for their 4K option. I think I've used it like 3 times this year.
Yeah, I don't know if it seems even.
That's what they're
really
hoping
up-
for.
Exactly.
Yeah, you forget about
You
it.
know, I'm a part of the problem. Same with the Google Stadia. I'm part of the problem. God, they should be fucking paying me.
I wonder the numbers of people who have Netflix and don't use it. Like there has to be some kind of
Well, there's one in the room right now.
yeah.
I don't use it as much as I should, but I don't necessarily like it as much as I used to. It's
Just Netflix in general.
It doesn't
Compare-
really have stuff
compared
that
to
I care
like
about.
6 or 8 years ago. Yeah, it's like not that
Well,
great.
6
Dude,
or 8
what?
years ago, it was still like the kind of the new thing.
That's what I'm
Once the
talking
options
about.
Six-
up there,
6
we're
or 8
dead.
years ago, I was still using a fucking disc that I had to get from Netflix for my Nintendo Wii.
Their just content selection has shifted a bit more
Yeah.
towards their original series, which
Yeah.
makes sense, but it's not
Yeah.
particularly something I'm interested in.
What are you
What?
saying, Schroeder?
I pay for it.
Yeah, I was saying just once the office is off of there, then yeah, I'm done.
It'll be
I
on
know
the
a lot of people
Peacock.
like that.
Hey man, I can do up to 5 devices at once. If you want to use my Netflix, you're more than welcome to.
It'll be on the Peacock in 2022.
I like
Uh,
the Star Trek stuff, but I think that's gonna be on the cock as well.
Yep. CAC.
It's gonna be on the cock as well.
That's such
That's
a
gonna be
horrible
riding
name.
that's gonna be
know.
riding the cock too. God
Hey,
damn
what are
it.
you guys watching tonight? I'm watching Peacock. Watching what? Like
I'm
some
watching
kind of
the
porn?
cock, man. I'm watching the fucking cock. What the fuck do you mean?
What is the expression people use? Chill at
Peacock
Netflix?
and Dickin.
Is it just chill at Netflix or something like that?
Netflix and chill.
Hulu
Netflix
and
chill,
Do You.
cock and chill.
Cock and chill.
Amazon Prime and
Cock and chill.
bang.
There you go. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, their quarter 1 and quarter 2 results are significantly higher and significantly larger than they ever expected.
I
Obviously.
wonder why. There might have been a month and a half where people weren't allowed to leave their house.
We're
So-
allowed to do anything else.
But yeah, so that is huge. I wonder how that affects the 2021 like
Oh, it's
financial
gonna be
like
terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
like for
Investors are gonna
stockholders.
be like, we need more.
Nobody's getting
We
their
need more
bonuses
money.
next year.
People are going outside. How do we fix it?
God damn it! So, Disney Plus as well has had a surge. They have not released their numbers, but as of the inaugural launch of Disney Plus till now, there is currently 55 million people that have Disney Plus, and it's been out less than a year.
I wonder how many of those are Verizon customers because you got that free for what, a year?
We'll see what happens. Because when did it launch? It launched in November, didn't it? or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, right around there.
Something like that.
October, November.
So
Quarter 4.
speaking of numbers, with the surge, with everything going on, not only Netflix not only had an amazing first half of the year, gaming has had its best half year as well as its best 1 month in the history of gaming.
I wonder why.
So
Maybe
funny, though.
because
I
there
do
was
the
a
best
month and a
games
half
this
where
month.
people could not leave their home.
It's so crazy that it's in June.
Yep. The month of June saw $6.6 billion in sales
Damn!
Jeez.
total.
That's a lot of gift subs.
Combined total $6.6 billion hardware, software, and accessories. 1.2 billion total game cards were sold, up 26% from the year before. As well as, what are the other? $5.7 billion worth of software, 1.2 billion, no, yeah, dollars worth of hardware. So essentially, everyone's buying software, is what it comes out to,
Yeah.
which is absolutely crazy when you break down these numbers. It's a 20% increase year over year for the month of June. It is the largest 1 month total in the history of gaming, which is unreal to think about.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. It is the highest tracked since June of 2009, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, that's a lot of money, a lot of money. So I hear the actual numbers. So 1.9 billion dollars in hardware, $3 billion in software, $1.6 billion in accessories and gaming cards.
Wow.
Yeah, $3 billion worth of games were sold in the month of June, which is insane, utterly
Shit.
insane. So
Wow.
Yeah, that's
now
freaking
is
crazy. But you know that'll happen. That's
yeah,
what do you expect? Everybody's at, like you were saying, man. Everybody's at home. You can't really do anything outside. You can go
yeah,
kayaking. But what are you doing when it rains?
sure. Which is
Stream
crazy too
kayaking.
because June something's opened.
Yeah.
So and the fact that things open and the numbers spiked, which means that people are going into the stores now and buying games to take home.
Mhm.
So they're like, "Fuck, I gotta go outside. Okay, I'll just go outside, go to the store, buy the game, and come home." There you go.
Well, how long? How long is it? It's probably still the case. How long did you Were you not capable of getting one of those switches? Huh? Is that still a thing?
That's still a
June
thing.
was the first month in pretty much the whole year you could get a Switch. So that makes sense.
What is it right now? Can you get? Can I go to
I
my
think you
local?
can.
Limited
Game?
Well,
stores, Walmarts and GameStops have them available.
Okay.
Finally.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I'm gonna go put one in layaway right after the show tonight.
So there's
Psych.
been
All Walmarts are open because of COVID.
yep. So
Crazy.
yeah,
goddamn Dave.
we are in a world of where video games are the normal, which is awesome to think about. So when I was a kid, I was told that I want to accomplish anything by playing video games. Selling it out there.
Yeah, you're
Now,
stopping a global pandemic.
yep,
You're helping prevent a global pandemic from increasing.
exactly. And you can
And
make millions of dollars too by doing it.
keeping people busy during it.
So tentatively, that's all I have. I do have more, but if someone else wants to go, they can.
Well, I could talk about my news prior to any of the events.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about Smite. It's a video game. It's a MOBA by Hi-Rez Studios. It was pretty popular for a little bit. I don't know if it's still popular anymore. But hey, maybe with the new July 2020 update, update 7.7 might increase those numbers because they're getting a very special crossover with the Nickelodeon anime Avatar The Last Airbender.
Nice.
So they're adding characters like Ong, if you watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie, or Aang, if you're a real human being. Zuko and Korra are all being added to the game as skins for existing gods Merlin, Susano, and Sakadi, respectively. Each costume will cost about 14 USD.
It's not bad.
That's a lot of money for a skin. Y'all like Legos?
Yeah,
Pretty
buddy.
neat.
Y'all like the Nintendo Entertainment System?
I've
Yeah,
heard of
man.
it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, now you can get on August 1st a 1-to-1 scale replica of a Nintendo Entertainment System set by Lego.
Get out of here.
This is from
Yep.
GameSpot. The 2,646 piece set comes with a miniature NES controller, game cart, and a CRT TV, all built with Lego bricks.
What?
And you actually can move Mario because the back of the TV will actually rotate, and then you take Mario. There's a stick, and you actually make him jump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is cool.
Part of the new Nintendo Lego collaboration that they are doing.
Yeah. So,
That is neat.
yeah, so far it's August 1st. It'll be sold exclusively out the Lego store, and will be sold at other retailers starting in 2021. So if you like the NES and the original Super Mario Bros. And have an extra $230 that you can spend, hey, you can pick it up.
230 bucks?
Legos
Yeah.
are fucking expensive, my
Oh,
guy.
they're
I worked
they're
at Toys R
stupid
Us.
expensive.
They're
Oh,
expensive
yeah.
as butts.
Go
The
to
And the
cheapest-
Lego
markup
World.
is stupid.
Like you get a set that's
Yeah.
the size of your hand. It's a minimum $20.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
The Death
that's
Star,
mind-boggling.
like the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon, they're like $300, $400 each.
Yup.
Like,
Jeez, dude.
you want to build Hogwarts? It's $250 right there.
Yeah.
At least.
At least $250 to build Hogwarts.
My
Yeah.
heavens. Nope, I'm good.
And then,
That's still
the
cool. That's still
last-
super neat.
yeah, I mean, I might pick it up. Who knows? I might build it. Might put it on
Buy
my
the
shelf
extra
here.
scratch.
Might throw some of the things around. Maybe Nathan Drake might get retired. Who knows? Might retire Nathan Drake because I can't retire Ellie. I spend way too much money on fucking Ellie right there. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe some of the curbs might go away.
Could invest in another shelf.
That's too much work.
Just like fuck. It's a good point, but no.
That's too much work. Because then I would have to move like maybe banjo up, and I would have to move like my rear speaker over to the side. Like that's too much work, my guy. That's way too much work. Like, I mean, look at this. I got this fucking extension, this power strip, just sitting here, just nailed to my wall. Like I don't want to move that stuff around. I don't want to have to move that stuff around. Fuck that. I might as well
Dance.
just move stuff around on there. Last thing that I have is some interesting news on Xcloud.
X gonna give it to you.
Project X gonna give it to you. I'm not reading. This is a lot longer of an article than I thought it was going to be. But hey, long story short, if you're an Xbox... I saw you laugh, Mark. I know exactly what you wanted to say.
Oh gosh, it's an awful video.
I watched that video not too long ago. Long story short, if you are an Xbox Ultimate Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you're gonna get Xbox Series or not Xbox Series X, Xcloud for free. It's gonna be included
Yeah.
with your membership. Phil Spencer did a really nice long article on news.xbox.com saying you are the future. Good on you, Phil Spencer. That's all that I have for non-direct or conference news.
What about you,
anyone
Mark?
has
Before I
anything
go.
I got a few things, nothing too crazy. So it looks like Oppo has released a new fast charger that charges up to 125 watts and supposedly
Damn.
going to charge your phone in about 20 minutes if you have a 4,000 watt hour battery in your phone. Uh, so
Damn.
yeah, it's pretty great. It's really cool to see that kind of technology exist. The only catch is that it's not the first time Oppo's done this sort of thing. Last year they also released a 65-watt charger. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks like they released a 120-watt charger last year that supposedly could charge a 40,000 milliamp battery in 13 minutes, but no phone has yet to actually ship with it. So it's great technology. We'll see if it gets implemented.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, like it'd be awesome to see. I have yet to see it in an Oppo phone though. It's the only thing
You
that
could
kind of
think.
sucks.
You would think that would be the company that uses that tech.
Yeah, it's probably just super expensive to mass produce, as far as I can think. I have no idea
Yeah.
whenever it comes to that sort of thing, but I'd assume if it's a relatively new technology, it's going to be kind of difficult to make it a bunch. Unless that's what they research is manufacturing, but that's above my pay grade.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Uh,
crazy. That's a lot of power output. That's for damn sure.
Be pretty dope just plugging in your phone and like taking a shower, making some food, and it's already charged.
I know, right?
But I can't imagine if that's that good for the batteries themselves.
Probably
Well,
not.
once they get those solid state graphene ones, oh, it's gonna be crazy. You hear they discovered that they can generate graphene out of anything, pretty much.
Really?
There's like a big movement towards recycling all of trash that has not been able to be recycled into graphene type products.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. When you get a chance to look into it, it is wild.
Interesting.
Yep. So once they get the graphene solid state batteries, where you just plug that shit in and it's just like bloop, it just fills up instantly.
I just want
We're
to know what the
getting there,
life
man.
expectancy of that would be.
Well, that's the thing
Of
about
that
solid
battery.
state batteries. There's no degrade, as I understand
Yeah,
it, right?
it's supposedly not supposed to degrade, at least as
Mhm.
far as I know.
Yeah. I want to know
Yeah,
if it actually can degrade though, because
Oh,
if
everything
they
does.
put it, if they put it in a lab and under perfect circumstances, yeah, it might not degrade. But
but give it a few years, who knows what's
yeah,
actually would happen.
Well,
that's
even
kind of like with
plutonium degrades.
Well,
yeah, that's kind
that's
of like with receivers. Hey, this receiver, this $30 receiver, could do like 3,000 watts of power. Yeah, in a test in a lab under perfect conditions
Oh,
with
right,
one
right,
speaker hooked up to it at a fucking hertz that not a human can listen to.
right.
yeah, I
Dogs
guess
can't even hear that shit.
so. I guess the degradation would be a part of research and all that stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
So just I don't know. I also know that graphene's like exceptionally difficult to make because
Mhm.
like if you want to make like the stuff that it's based off of like graphite or if you want to synthesize that, apparently that takes forever. And if you want to do it on a large scale, I believe there's some kind of equation that just makes it like exponentially more difficult to do or something like that. I don't know. But I just know it's expensive and hard. But
Mhm.
Well, people have more time because they're at home right now.
Sitting
dope as
there with their
shit.
tape, just sitting there with their little scotch tape.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'll be pretty dope if we see that kind of battery tech in new phones. Uh,
Lightsabers.
yeah. I mean, don't even get me started.
That's what they said it would take. They said it would take a graphene battery to be able to power proper lightsabers.
I mean, I can go to Walmart and pick up a lightsaber
That just takes a
for
couple
like
triple
15
A's.
bucks. Yeah,
What else do you need?
exactly. Fuck the environment.
Next thing up that I have is Samsung selling their Galaxy Note 9. Older phone, but they're selling it on Amazon for $340. In case you're interested. It's
It's not
a
bad.
little quick one in case you want to pick up a newer, older phone. Next thing up that I got also go with charging. There is a study by a group called, excuse my pronunciation, Zanu Labs, which is owned by the good old Chinese tech giant Tencent.
Oh,
A group of researchers figured out a hack called Bad Power, which works in manipulating the firmware inside of your quick charge power adapters. So TLDR, what it does is that it rewrites the firmware in it and says, hey, instead of sending this amount of power, send a shit ton more. So your phone's getting a butt ton more power. So what happens? Your phone might eventually catch on fire. Good
nice.
news. Good news is that it's only at this point can be done physically. So if you have physical access to the device itself, as of right now, there's no way to do it like over the air or through a wire or anything like that. But stuff's happening, and of course, there's another exploit. So be careful of your battery adapters, I guess. Uh, last thing up that I have is that looks like on NVIDIA's Ampere graphics cards, the 3000 series, they might have a 12-pin power connector.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
So, you're hoping you'd be able to plug in your standard 8-pin from your other really expensive graphics card. Well, you might have to get a new power supply because also they might be sucking a butt ton of power. Apparently, they can go up to 350 watts of power for just your video card.
Christ.
And if you were expecting that you'd be able to just use like two 12 pins or an 8 pin and do that, nope. Apparently the pinouts are also going to be different because they use thicker gauges of wire because they especially don't want you to do that. So it's going to be a time. But just to let you know that it's a rumor as far as we know, but it's been some really detailed blueprints from Tom's Hardware has come around. So I don't expect this to be far from the truth.
I wonder
Ouch.
how many people are going to pop a new, like, I don't know, 3080 or 3070 in their computers and realize, oh, hey, I just fucking blew my power supply.
Yeah, I can't even.
Yeah, and then
Could be
just
the-
like mess with all the cables and shit.
Yeah, only to find out, hey, this doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't power or blows up or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that I got for news. Nothing too crazy.
Well, Walker's not here. He left. So I read something interesting the other day about Watchdogs Legions.
Yeah?
So Watchdogs Legions, they showed off the PC build of it.
Shit.
And I think it was, I can't remember if it was in 4K or if it was in 1080. But they had it strapped to a machine that had a 2080 Ti in it. And it could not run at 30 frames per second.
Well,
It had a hard time running at 30 frames.
do you know what the processor was in it?
No idea.
Because I feel like in a game like that, you're simulating a lot of like people and you're streaming a lot of textures and graphics and all that sort of shit. So I feel it's also going to be CPU heavy, especially like simulation games. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, but
Yeah. Or no, it
If-
hit 30 frames. It was like capped at 30 frames, and
but
it
yeah,
kind of
y-
hit it.
if they're like their test bench, their like perfect world machine is having struggling trying to do it, it's gonna be it's gonna take a while for that game to get released. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Mark, did you hear about? Well, I know Walker's back, but did you hear about the 8K test for Death Stranding?
I haven't. No.
No.
So you can run the. I forget what company it was. I
Actually,
can't remember
I
if it
think I
was PC
might have.
Gamers or Tom's Hardware. I forget who it was, but they got Death Stranding running in 8K with ultra settings, and it barely hit 30 frames per second with a Titan
Wow.
graphics
That's
card.
awesome.
That's ridiculous. But hey,
That's insane.
it's one of the few games out there that supports 8K.
That is true.
So if you got a nice new fancy like $4,000 8K monitor or a $6,000 8K TV and a $2,500 graphics card on your computer, hey, you might be able to play Death Stranding at a reasonable frame rate. Walker, we were waiting for you. It's time
Oh,
for you to
sorry.
go with
My
your
bad.
news.
Okay.
No, you're good.
So I'll save the big piece for last, but Dead by Daylight cross-platform is coming. So if you want to play,
Nice.
as well as cross progression across all consoles and platforms.
Nice.
So if you want to be able to pick up your game from one console to the other and can keep on playing, now you can. Don't really get the concept of like especially a game like Dead by Daylight. Why do you need cross progression? Unless you want
Levels,
Freddy,
characters.
Well, isn't
So
it?
Freddy
you can play as
Krueger from
Pyramid Head on your other games, on your other systems.
yeah, I guess. But
I'm still
So,
salty
yeah.
about that.
you can now play it across every platform, including the Google Stadia.
Ooh.
That game's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think we all tried to play, but it's only like 3 of us, so it was kind of like, eh.
I think it's
We all
only a
did it.
4
I
or
remember
5 person
having-
game.
It's a
Yeah,
five
Oh,
the
is
person
it?
four
game, and I
survivors.
definitely remember having a fun time playing it with you chaps.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but we only played it like once or twice, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked the time we
Speaking
played it,
ahead.
but I know, and like a couple times we tried to play it, it was only like 2 people, and it was kind of like, eh.
Yo,
Every time
So-
I played the game, to be honest with you.
Mhm. So spoilers. So Naughty Dog has just released that The Last of Us Part 2, the original ending, was going to be much, much darker than it currently was. The currently ending they picked because
no.
it's truer to Ellie's character. But initially it was supposed to be way more grim.
Sure.
So I haven't played it, so obviously I don't know the ending. But if you have played it and you know the ending, just know the ending was supposed to be way more grim than it currently is.
Who knows when I'm gonna get back to The Last of Us 2?
Oh, you haven't beat it yet? I thought you did.
No.
I
No,
thought you
Ghost of
did.
Tsushima.
I gotcha.
See, Last of Us 2 is a game I really enjoy, but I don't have like any motivation to go play.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Especially now that Ghost is out.
Square has released a new company. It is called their Action Game brand. They just announced it today that the company, Balin Company, will be their action game brand. They will specifically feature the games that are considered action games, and the grand opening presentation will be coming soon. If you go
Tomb
to their
Raiders.
if you go to their website, it's a curtain with a top hat saying "coming soon." They have not launched or released exactly what this company will be doing, but it is rumored they will play a significant role in the new Final Fantasy, as well as Marvel's
Oh,
Avengers.
probably not Final Fantasy. They will not. If anything, they might work on some assets, but that is going to be solely in-house Square Japan working on it. They would never again trust another company, even if they
Well,
own that company, with
It's still
Final
Square,
Fantasy.
but they're taking the action games and making it a
Yeah,
sub company. It's all Square.
yeah,
They're just
but still, they
they're
wouldn't do that with
establishing new
Final
studios.
Fantasy. They
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
do that with Final Fantasy. Hell no, never. They tried that with Cyber Connect 2 with Final Fantasy VII Remake, and you know what happened? They scrapped the entire project
That is true.
and redid it.
So it is unknown as to what exactly they will be doing, but we should be finding out here soon. A couple other things. Skip the Twitch Prime because right now you can get there's going to be 12 games for the month of June and July for Twitch Prime, but they were all shit. So it's like, yeah,
What games? I'm curious.
I closed that. I had to go back and look. I'll do it here in
Nah,
a
it's all
second.
good.
they're free.
Microsoft. James kind of touched on the Xcloud. We will have more details as well as a potential set in stone name this August. They will be doing a conference outside of the one coming this week, specifically for Xcloud. So we will know more about it as well as an official name, as they may, because it's right now it's Project Xcloud is what it is. It's not said if it'll officially just be called Xcloud or it'll be called something else. good old Phil Spencer has been tweeting a lot
boy.
about this upcoming conference, and he has tweeted and teased some big changes to the Halo Infinite structure. He has obviously not said what they are, but they will be revealed this Thursday.
Battle Royale,
Yeah,
loot
fucking hell.
boxes,
Uh,
premium Fortnite ninja skins.
You want
Yeah,
to
maybe.
play as Keanu Reeves? Here you go.
uh, speaking of more Microsoft news, good old Sea of Thieves has hit 15 million players as of this morning. This morning, they have hit 15 million players. It is the last month was their biggest month in history, with adding over 3 million concurrent players.
Wow, so everyone that has an Xbox has played Steam.
Well, it was also added to Steam at the beginning of the month.
It's a joke.
Oh no, I didn't hear. You broke up. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said every person that owns an Xbox plays Sea of Thieves.
Oh, play Sea of Thieves. I gotcha. So yeah, they in January they celebrated 10 million, and by giving everyone a free rare skin, as well as special cosmetics,
Rare
they
skin.
have not. Huh?
Rare skin. Bad jokes.
Nah, I got you.
Release a new Banjo game already, you fucks.
It is unsaid what will be coming out with, if they will do anything for the 15 million anniversary. It is rumored that they will most likely do some kind of cosmetic or some kind of update that allows you to get a free content. So
But I mean, jokes aside, that's great on them.
yeah,
Great on them.
100%. Speaking of adding players, good old No Man's Sky
Oh
has
yeah.
gained 1 million
yeah.
players since being added to the Xbox Game Pass.
I played that the other day. I had
Oh,
no
didn't it-
ambitions to really play it.
Didn't they put out an update this week?
Dude, they've
Yeah,
been
Desolation?
making big moves in that
Yeah.
game.
The horror one.
Yep.
What? A horror one?
Yeah, it looks like Dead Space.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a lot creepier. Supposed to be like more of like a horror experience.
Yeah, it was over 30
Okay.
times the amount of players are playing it now than when it relaunched, is what they are saying. And 1 million people are currently playing the game since it was released on Xbox Game Pass.
Good on them.
So,
That's awesome.
I loved No Man's Sky when that came out.
that's a big turnaround.
Good old shot,
Phil Spencer, ending with Microsoft, has also confirmed that the first party exclusives will be cross-platform within the next 3 years. He said that cross-platform, they want to be the leaders in cross-platform games throughout the industry. They want to be known for their games and be able to share them with every person in the world, regardless of what console or system they are playing on.
That's how it should be.
And so he said he doesn't know if other companies will follow suit, basically taking a stab at Sony without actually saying Sony
Well, and Nintendo.
and Nintendo. Yeah,
Well, Nintendo never will. Nintendo's
Yeah.
way too old school Japanesey, and I can't see their stuff doing well on other systems.
so it is unknown whether or not that if he will, if the other companies will follow suit. But he said all their games that are exclusive, which would be like Sea of Thieves, Forza, he said will be all cross-platform within the
Good.
next 3 years.
Good.
A couple other things for those who have played or have been wanting to play, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley's so good.
The 1.5 update has been added, and it is adding significant new pieces to the end game content that'll make the game more in depth, as well as change the narrative.
Oh,
Stardew
God,
Valley has sold over
can't-
10 million copies as of January 2020.
You can't tell me this now. I just bought that Stranding.
Mark, let's play some
We're
let's play
never
some
gonna see it
Stardew.
again.
Oh, it's been a
Play
while.
some Stardew sometime.
Yeah, they,
you wanna play, what do you want to play it on? PS4, Vita, PC? I got it on all those. Fucking go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you've been wanting some more content, and here it is. It's coming out. There's no release date as to when it will be coming out. Just they said keep an eye out, and it'll be out soon. Assassin's Creed. So you ever want to catch up on all the games? Well, now you can. Currently, you can do a build your bundle through Fanatical, and
Yeah,
you can get 3 Assassin's Creed games for $10 or 5
Nice.
Assassin's Creed games for $15.
Nice.
The games include Black Flag #2, the Deluxe Edition, Freedom Cry, Brotherhood, Rogue, Revelations, the Director's Cut of Assassin's Creed 1, and then Chronicles. So if you want to catch up on the storyline, except for the 2 new ones, you can. $15. That's pretty cool. Little Fortnite news. So, did you ever check your bank account and all of a
I read
sudden you're
about
like,
Oh, I've heard this.
where'd all my money go?
Where did
As a parent-
$20,000 go?
Where did all of my money go?
So as a parent, it's something you have to hardcore watch. Like one day, my son somehow bought $450 worth of Amazon coins. No fucking idea what Amazon coins are, but he bought them. We have a Fire Stick, and I checked my bank account, and I got an email saying, yeah, thanks for your purchase, $450 worth of Amazon coins.
Oh.
I called Amazon, and the lady was like, I don't even know what Amazon coins are. I was like, obviously it's something game related because he bought them inside of a game. So luckily I got refunded.
Jeez.
Wasn't as bad as this child when their parents checked their savings account and they were missing $19,870. The child made in over 17 days $20,000 in donations to Fortnite streamers.
Oh my heavens. the Betsy.
Yeah, they checked their bank account and realized there was
Right.
individual transactions equaling $20,000 all to Fortnite streamers on Twitch.
Somebody got grounded
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for a little while.
The teenager was supposedly given the credit card to buy school supplies, but then he began transferring money from his mother's account, somehow knowing her password, logging in, and basically draining their funds in their savings. First off, kudos to them for having $20,000 in the savings account, and then, yeah, she somehow got a hold of the CEO of Twitch as well through Amazon's legal team, as well as the streamers who are paid the money. She has worked countless hours to get her money back, and she's still currently working on it. It is not said that the interaction, but what happened with the CEO of Twitch in terms of her recuperating her money. Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like, oh, sucks to suck, bro.
Yeah.
Don't have
she's-
kids. Huh.
She is currently under the state where she had quoted, unless I press charges on my son, there is nothing that can really happen or be done. Because they were all
Yeah.
valid purchases, as well as everything currently on her bank statements were legit. So,
Press charges on your kid.
Yep.
Do it.
Wild.
yeah. Oh, she says she was in contact and got the voicemail of the CEO of Twitch, but has not heard back. That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, $20,000, which is most likely what is what she is. She's most likely not going to get that money back unless she does stop
Not all
payments
of
in
it.
every single one. She'll probably get some, but it all depends on the streamer, because what happens with stop payments on Twitch is that your bank contacts the streamer, and then the streamer then has to release the funds back to you. If they say no, it was a legit charge, there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
So I don't even know
Damn.
what I would do if I saw that and I saw all my money was gone from shit like that. I would, oh, I'd be mad.
There would be
Uh,
a few felonies.
A year after Mario Kart was released on the mobile phone, they have
Still
just released an
trash.
update. You can now play the game in landscape mode.
Holy shit!
Future is here
Innovative.
right now.
Innovative.
boys.
Yes. Why they didn't release that to begin with, and so you're playing a video game like this, a Mario Kart game, which you're missing all the sides. Now you can play it like this. It's amazing.
Well, you know why? Because it wasn't the artist's intention
Yeah, you're
to
supposed
be
to be able
in
to
landscape.
play the
Oh, you're
game
supposed to do it with
just
your
one
finger?
hand. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, with one hand so you could jerk off the other one.
that makes sense.
Well, yeah, while the
Be a
game loads,
cupcake?
because it takes a good 20 minutes or so to get it started.
So yeah, that's
But
finally a
no.
thing. World of Warcraft no longer charges you to change your gender. It used to be if you wanted to change genders, it was $15. As of today, you can now change your gender for free, and you don't have to have any of the expansions either.
Good.
Kudos to them.
Imagine needing an expansion to change your gender.
Well, in some cases, I think you do.
Yeah.
Uh, got me.
Bum. Got him. That was a good one. Apex Legends is coming to an end on Season 5. There will be one last update, and there will be a new mode added. What will be called Always Be Closing. So in this mode, you drop in, and the circle never stops.
Oh fuck.
The circle is a continuous circle that will go until everyone is dead.
It's a good idea.
There is
Good
no
idea.
breaks. There is no downtime. It's you drop in, you get your shit, and you run.
So
why they
drop in
haven't
the
done
middle
it
of the map.
sooner.
Yeah. So it'll be the last update, as well as the last update is available for the new character. The new character for Apex, and if you play it, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not going to spoil anything, and I didn't want to read it. The new character, though, is what everybody's been waiting for. Remember how they talked about Titanfall 2? And how
Yeah.
they said if you like Titanfall 2, you'll like this new update. So Ash is who the new character is rumored to be. Ash was similar. I don't know how to say that. A sim pilot, an antagonist from
Yeah.
Titanfall 2.
That would be
Uh,
cool.
He is rumored to be the new character, as well as they are rumored to be moving into a new world. If you watch the cinematic and play the last event in this slew of Apex Legends missions, there's a cinematic trailer that teases a new world, and that will be highly, highly, highly related to Titanfall 2 with the new Ash character.
Just give us fucking Titanfall 3, you cowards.
Oh, they kind of are.
Oh my god,
they're
I
not.
would love that.
God, I would buy that shit day one.
Yeah, like pre-ordered, no doubt, and then it'd be shit. But like, oh, I
No,
need
it'll probably be
Titanfall
good.
3.
It's Respawn, so it'll probably be good.
Yeah,
They don't have to answer to EA anymore.
good.
So,
point.
the last two things that I have is a game we actually randomly decided to download like 3 months ago. It's a little older. 21 years after the last update, on the 25th anniversary of Worms Armageddon, they're coming out with a new update. The new
Hell
update
yeah.
releases in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
It includes 370 fixes, 45 cosmetic and other game changes, and 61 new features.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Worms Armageddon. That shit.
Life is finally complete.
It is. They are adding a Windows mode. They are adding a Streamer's Haven. You got to realize how long ago this was released.
Yeah,
A
we're gonna give
Streamer's
you
Haven.
graphic settings.
Yep.
We're getting 720p. What?
Yep. Along with Windows
Frame
mode.
rate.
Streamer's Haven will be released specifically for streamers to make their lives easier. Audio will now be allowed
Shit.
to continue to play when the game is windowed, losing less focus. There is a map shot now, so if you ever wanted to zoom out of the game and check out the map, now you can. There is a CPU team now that will be added to online games. So there's always been a unique disentanglement from players to prevent their shenanigans, but now you can team up with your friends to take them down. So if you and your friends want to play against a computer, now you can. It is also yeah.
Sorry.
Yo, wonder is this coming to the fucking
Cutting edge
N64?
AI. Think
Yeah.
so.
Can I play this on my Commodore, please?
Yo,
Compatibility.
I can buy a brand new copy of Worms Armageddon for the Nintendo 64 for $1,500.
Jesus.
If I want to get it, just the cartridge. Holy shit! Someone's selling just the cartridge for $234 on eBay.
Tweening.
Saying it.
So they have you know how you can use the harpoon and basically swing yourself?
Yeah.
So they fixed that animation now. So no longer does your character look laggy in slow motion. It is now seamless, 50 frames per second.
Ooh,
When you harpoon from one to the other.
The good old European standard.
yeah. All right. Real
And they're
talk,
adding
though.
more bombs and little more schemes to the characters.
Everything the
real
other
talk.
games had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's $2.55 on Green Man Gaming. Should I buy it? We get boys. We getting it?
I thought we already had it. It's on. Don't we
No,
already
that's-
own it?
No,
You
we
played
have no. We have
WMD.
Worms. Yeah, we have Worms WMD.
Oh, okay.
Worms
thought we already had
Armageddon is
this.
the one that I grew up with on the Dreamcast.
It's like the OG one.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's
Dude,
right. WMD. Okay.
$2.55 on Green Man Gaming right now.
Came
Hey,
out
it's got
May
advanced,
31st, 1999.
It's got advanced Windows 10 compatibility. So let's fucking do it.
Yo, I need Windows XP. Fuck, I don't have that shit.
Last but not least, so we had a little thing called Ubi Forward last week, and James was rather upset that certain games weren't announced, including a Splinter Cell sequel. So yesterday, during an interview, Mr. Italian voice actor himself, Luca Ward, who plays Sam Fisher in the dubs, has confirmed but not confirmed that he is currently in the middle of a conclusive episode of Splinter Cell that has not been announced due to Dave and will hopefully be announced this September when the Ubisoft does their second Ubisoft Forward event.
They fucking
So
better.
basically confirming that they are doing a conclusive episode of Splinter Cell. He has said he is in a couple different projects with Ubisoft, one of them being a conclusive episode to Splinter Cell. So we may be getting it, boys.
They
But we'll
better.
see. They are doing another event in September, which we may find out more about. That's all I got. Back to you, James, for
Alright.
some Devolver, as well
Well-
as kind of Devolver and Nintendo.
And Stadia.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Google Stadia had an event. You know, our favorite cloud streaming platform.
Wow.
Hey, here's some free games for Stadia Pro. Elder Scrolls Online, Kratia, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, which is pretty good. And you get 1 month free of Stadia Pro if you want. So, hey, if you're interested, go to stadia.google.com and sign up. Not sponsored.
It's a
They
trap.
talked about yeah, it is a trap. They talked about the click to play feature, which instantly starts playing a game from a YouTube link. So say you're watching your favorite ninja play, I don't know, for Elder Scrolls Online on YouTube Live. Hey, he puts a little link in the description. You can click on that button, that little link, and you, boom, immediately start playing the game on Google Stadia. Will work with every game. Some games coming to the Stadia will be Marvel Avengers, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Cyberpunk 2077. The Stadia Premiere, the controller and Chromecast Ultra bundle, is dropped down in price. Now it's only $99 as opposed to the $150 that it was originally. Mafia 2 and 3 Remastered are coming to Stadia. Borderlands 3 is coming to Stadia. PGA Tour 2K21 is coming to, you guessed it, Stadia. WWE Battlegrounds is coming to Stadia. NBA 2K21 is coming to Stadia. Super Bomberman R Online is coming to I was about to say Nintendo Stadia. Google Stadia. It's going to be first on Stadia. 64-player online mode called Battle 64. It's going to have feature things called crowd play, which lets you instantly join streamers' games. It's got a bunch of different costumes. One of the costumes is Naked Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Now I'm sad. Hashtag fuck Konami. You can customize your bombs. Each bomb has a unique blast, and it is coming out in autumn. Dead by Daylight is also coming to Google Stadia with crossplay. God damn it, why do they have to show Pyramid Head? Now I'm even more sad. Hashtag fuck Konami. They're featuring a thing called Crowd Choice on Stadia, which lets the viewers choose who you play as. And that will be coming out in September. Elder Scrolls Online will feature crossplay with PC and Mac, also supports cross progression with PC and Mac. And Stone Throne is coming August 24th, a new expansion for, or new update, live event, whatever it's called for that game. Serious Sam 4 is coming out on the Stadia, and the only thing that I can say about the game is, yep, it looks like more Serious Sam. Hello Neighbor is also coming to the Stadia. Quote,
Yeah.
one of the biggest sleeper hits in the past decade, to which I say, no it wasn't, Chief. Press X to bad cop here. That's coming September of this year. Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek also coming this time in holiday of 2020. And it's going to be free at launch with Stadia Pro. Showed off a game that is not exclusive. So they would say like exclusive on Stadia, and then in little itty bitty writing at the bottom it would say first on Stadia or timed exclusive on Stadia. So one hand clapping is first on Stadia, or I guess first on Stadia. Takes place in a musical world. It's a music platformer. Singing creates platforms to walk on, and it's in early access right now. Outriders is the new game from People Can Fly and Square Enix, which apparently People Can Fly worked on a lot of great things. Like Gears Tactics, Gears 5, Halo Master Chief Collection. They've done it all with Microsoft. Now Square Enix owns them. It takes place on a futuristic alien planet. There's lots of shoe stings going on, large alien creatures, and you fight against other humans. That's the new hit action-adventure game from Square. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the game of the year last year, is coming to Stadia in the fall. PUBG Season 8 is coming July 20th, today.
Yeah.
And that is going to be free with Stadia Pro. Hitman 1 and 2 is coming to Stadia, both coming in September. Hitman 1 will be free with Stadia Pro. Hitman 3 is coming January 2021 with some unique items, like a little rubber ducky that has the Stadia logo on it.
Please release that game. Like, don't delay it just because. I know it's
Yeah.
gonna happen, but please don't.
They talked about a few studios that Stadia is working with, one of them being Harmonix is working with the game. Uppercut Games, the company that made the games Submerge and City of Brass, and Supermassive Games, the company that made Until Dawn and the abortion that is Man of Medan, apparently are working closely with Google Stadia. And more news coming out later this year. Outcasters is a new game by Splash Damage Games. They're the company that made Gears Tactics, the Halo Master Chief Collection. I was thinking Splash Damage, my bad, not People Can Fly. It's going to be only on Stadia for a limited time. It's a top-down multiplayer shooter where you can, like, you ever see Wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can, like,
Yeah. Curve the bullet.
Yeah. That's how the whole game goes. You just curve the bullet. Some shots can bounce, explode. Apparently, there's a ring, so is this a battle royale? There's a bunch of different skins. I really think this might be a battle royale. It's coming out fall 2020. Orcs Must Die 3 is the last game they talked about. It's only on Stadia for a limited time. It is the latest addition into the popular game series Orcs Must Die. You make traps to kill orcs, 2-player online co-op. It's out now and free with Stadia Pro. Oh, boy.
So people did actually make games for Stadia, I guess.
For a limited time.
For super limited time.
So I'm not even gonna talk about the games with the Devolver Direct. Like I have some games on here, but like I'm not even gonna talk about because that's not the point of the Devolver Direct. It's about just absolute insanity and dunking on the game industry. I didn't watch the full thing because I just didn't have time. It's a 40-minute presentation, and I watched maybe about like 20-some minutes of it. So, Devolver says that the digital events are now oversaturated. Ubisoft's announced a new Assassin's Creed game set in 1961 rural Indiana just to announce it. Konami announced in a 2-hour event 4 new Metal Gear games, only to break in and cancel 3 of them. So, yeah, that sounds about right.
Devolver is always fucking
So
shitting on
it's
the industry. It's so funny. Their last year's was fucking crazy too.
yeah. So this is the continuation of that. It's an overarching story. This is the Devolver cinematic universe,
That's fucking
and
hilarious.
it's giving me more entertainment than 12 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You got to remember, last year the CEO of Devolver got killed, and
Yeah,
the
but
conference
now
took
sh-
place in her head.
Yeah, now she's back and she's like a corporate slave, and Margaret knows how to stop the future's future, and that's the whole gimmick of it. Yeah, they have to get the Devolver Land, and the only
That's-
person that has the Devolver Land and knows how to use it is the architect.
Oh my god, it's fucking
So
awesome.
they have to find the architect in between these game reveals. And everything's social distance. So it's not like they're in the same room or anything. They just cut to like half the screen, they just appear on screen. So all these digital events, all the digital events that we're having right now is because of fucking Linda. Linda, if you remember, she is like the PR person for Devolver Digital from last year's event.
Yeah.
She's the one that never swears or anything. And our heroes have to get Nina, who is the head of Devolver Digital, the one that died last year. They have to get her to announce Devolver Land to kind of like cause all this to stop. You guys following me here?
Trying.
I'm watching
yeah.
the beginning trailer of it, and they recap everything. In 2018, she was on stage, and she gets shot in the chest 50 times. Blood splatters all over the crowd, and she dies in
Yeah.
the middle of the
Fuck.
stage during the conference. The next year, 2019, she's gushing blood everywhere, and the corporate people are telling her she has to do so. They hook her up to a machine, and she's all bloody and blood spewing out. She wakes up, slashes the throat of one of the PR people, and then a monster tentacle comes out of one of the guys' stomachs. Blood's flying everywhere.
When
Yeah.
is
Now
this
it's
on
inside of her-
Broadway or an anime or something?
This is my favorite anime, Mark. What are you talking about?
And now she's in a chair, basically being mind controlled with the helmet.
Yeah. So, but wait. After they find this out, holy shit, who's that over there? It's Shuhei Yoshida from Sony. What are you doing here? Get away from Linda, Shuhei-san. Or Yoshida-san. She's evil. They're going to announce a game called The Fall Guys. But apparently there was supposed to be 2 Fall Guys there that were supposed to announce it, but they ended up eating each other. Shuhei said they look tasty. Linda, that's hella dark. Shuhei, hella dark indeed. Then they talk about Fall Guys. We don't care about that shit. Hashtag Stumblecore, by the way. A weird creature called a Carrion, is demanding a starting role to Linda. It's demanding that it has
That
a
like
starting
red
role.
blobby character that's fucking
Yes,
look weird shit.
It's
Okay.
demanding that it has a starting role. And then the Carrion's PR like agent comes out and is like, "Hey, you offered my guy this. He has to get this." And then Linda just 360 no scopes the shit out of this person. Just like the person is over here on the right, Linda aims to the left and just no scopes them. super hard. What a fucking shock. But wait, who is Carrion going to be co-hosting with, even though he doesn't want to co-host? He wants to be the star, damn it? Oh, hey, Phil Spencer.
like-
What's up,
it's like-
buddy?
Fucking Phil Spencer's talking to
What's
the
up,
monster.
Phil Spencer? Weird Creature is co-hosting the segment of Phil Spencer. Then they talk about the game and they announce the release date. All right, now let me just read off the script here. Carrion. Well, I'll be darned like an old sock. They put an actual release date in the release date trailer video. Carrion. That was supposed to be me. They hosed me. Phil. They absolutely did. As Phil is trying not to laugh his ass off because of how ridiculous this is. Carrion. You carry on, Phil. I'm straight shook. Shooketh. Oh, hi, Jeff Keighley.
Fuck.
Head of the... Jeff Keighley is the architect. Margaret is talking to Jeff Keighley, and she's getting super wet right now talking to him. Jeff has the Devolver Land. Oh, no. Linda has intentions of announcing games that will not be made just for the sole fact of getting people to get hyped. And yeah, that's where I gave up. Watch the 45-minute event if you want to learn more.
Just
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't
mind
watch that
mind fucked.
movie.
Sounds intense.
I can see why you had to quit. That whole thing is just a huge mind fuck. It's just.
I gotta watch that. I will be back next week with part 2 of that.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I literally watched the beginning and they
Oh, it's
recap everything.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, they.
Why did I decide not to? Why did I say, hey, let's not watch this? Because this
That's
is a
funny.
fucking treat.
Yeah, the 2017 one. Dude gets his arm cut off and it's spewing blood all over the crowd. The CEO gets punched in the face. She starts bleeding out of her nose, and then she gets shot 50 times, and blood starts going all over the stage. And she's just laying
It's-
there.
It's a hoot and a half. The Devolver Directs are. It's genius. It
Oh,
is. It is.
Fucking bonkers.
Masterful.
It is.
CEO just broke a guy's neck, told him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Ah!
It is something.
I
It
remember. I
is-
still
it
remember
is
that
an
last year
experience.
watching that, when it's literally it was the goriest thing I've ever fucking watched in my life. The beginning sequence, it literally looked like a horror movie.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's great. Devolver knows how to put on directs, man.
I love how that they just fucking made fun of the whole industry too. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell, here wouldn't get hyped for an Assassin's Creed game taking place in 1961 rural Indiana. I mean, I would be hyped. I'd play that shit in a heartbeat.
Just the fact that they use the real names is just absolutely amazing.
Or I mean, hell, if Konami announces 4 Metal Gear titles only to cancel 3 of them midway through the announcement, I mean, that's just typical Konami.
Oh, that's amazing. I fucking love it.
It's the greatest thing. That's
Definitely have to finish that. I'll have to
that
watch
is
it.
the I'm finishing it after this. If you guys want to join me in watching the entire thing again, you guys are more than welcome to.
And then
Um,
we have one more.
The last thing, which was announced fucking late last night or early this morning, I can't remember which.
think what time
Nintendo,
zone.
you need to stop. You need to let us know ahead of time.
Yep.
When this shit's dropping, because there's a Nintendo Direct Mini.
Oh, hey, 12 hours from
This-
now, there's a whole new Nintendo Direct with games. Okay, bye.
Oh, hey guys, new Nintendo Direct in an hour.
Get ready.
Fuck off. This is the
Don't be
first.
late.
Yeah, don't be late. We're not holding your seat.
Yep.
This is the first publisher showcase. The first game they showed off was Cadence of Hyrule, or, by its full name, Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. What a name. They
Fucking
announced
love it.
3 new DLC packs. Pack 1, Character Pack. you're going to get characters like Impa, Arya, Shadow Link, Shadow Zelda, and Frederick. Pack 2, the Melody Pack, is going to feature 39 songs. Songs by Family Jewels, A_Rival, and Chipzel. Pack 3, Symphony of the Mask, to feature additional story content. Play a Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. New map, new story. Can change abilities based on masks. Pack 1 is out right now. Packs 2 and 3 coming before October. Season Pass out now. And if you get the Season Pass, you get bonus Zelda and Link costumes. A physical version with all the DLC coming October 23rd. The next game they showed off was Rogue Company from High Res Studios, the company that makes Smite. It's an online third-person shooter with cross-platform play and progression, with motion-controlled aiming. More info later today. I didn't bother taking a look at the Twitter. I kind of forgot. I was still too hyped out of the last thing they showed off. Next was WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which is a more arcadey style brawler featuring current wrestlers and Hall of Famers, such as Andre the Giant and Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's going to be stage hazards, like one of the characters getting thrown into the mouth of a crocodile.
Yep.
I
Like,
found
hey,
it
we
really
fucked up on the graphics last year, so instead of doing graphics this year, we're just gonna make claymation characters, and then you're gonna
I
call
like
it
the
a
art
day.
style. I like
Yeah,
the
it's
art
good.
style a lot more. Personally, I love how they had Big E, Kofi Kingston, Cesaro, and Asuka all playing the game. Two
Well,
things
it
with
makes
that.
sense. It makes sense with Xavier. Well, no, Xavier Woods wasn't on it,
Yeah,
was he?
exactly.
Yeah.
One thing, I get it. They're all featured on Up, Up, Down, Down a lot, but Xavier Woods is the one that started the channel.
Yeah, it should have just been him.
And two, none of them were playing as their real life counterparts.
That's funny.
That's coming out September 18th. And then they go, this is our last thing that we have on the Direct today. And then you see Atlas. I go, huh, they finally releasing a Persona game on the fucking Switch? No, they're not. They're releasing Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered. And I go, damn, I didn't think they knew about that series anymore. It's coming out spring 2021.
Nice.
And then, when it couldn't get any better,
Boy.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. And I go, fuck. Nice. That's coming out 2021.
That's a big game.
Not really. I'm surprised they... I was texting my one buddy who's a huge fan of the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Yeah.
And I've never played any of the games, but I really want to get into them. Persona, the ultra super uber popular Persona, is a spin-off of this franchise.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know
So I would assume that, hey, Persona's super popular, not many people... There's that vocal minority. Like, you know, there's me. That's like me and Mark going, make a Titanfall 3, you cowards. There's a community amongst the Shin Megami Tensei fans that are like that too. Make another Shin Megami Tensei that isn't trash, you cowards. And hey, looky here. For the first time in what feels like 800 years, we're getting a mainline... Well, no, the first time since 2003, we're getting a mainline Shin Megami Tensei game on home consoles.
That's pretty cool.
That is huge. The
Oh,
other
yeah.
one, the 4, was only on the 3DS.
Hey, man.
That 8-minute, just from that last part, that last like minute and a half, that 8-minute and 13-second direct mini was 100 times better than the Ubisoft event.
It sounds like it. I think
And
every
also,
event
Shin
will be
Megami
better.
Tensei 3 Nocturne is probably, from what I heard, the best of the series. So
Really?
play Shin Megami Tensei.
Good shit. Mark's
Play
not
Shin
here.
Megami Tensei. Play fucking Persona.
You
You
fucks.
fucking cowards.
You got anything, Schroeder?
Not really. I've just had my head fucking stuck in that game this whole week.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, if no one got anything else, I call that some news. Let's get into some releases,
Mark,
shall we?
Mark. You missed it. Mark, you
Yeah.
missed it. You missed it. They announced Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered and Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch.
Yo, thank God. I was waiting for that to happen already.
Play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, you fucking coward. Yeah, that's all that I have. What'd you say, Walker? Did you say releases?
Yeah, I said some releases.
I was too busy thinking about Shin Megami Tensei. Sorry.
It's
Hey,
all
did you
good.
know one that I can't remember if it's Persona or Shin Megami Tensei? The way to summon your Persona is you take a gun to your head and you shoot yourself.
Really?
These are all high school kids.
Oh, that's fun. Gotta love it.
It's a metaphor.
It is. Hey, releases. This is for the week of the up until the 26th. So hey, today, yesterday,
One of the days.
Soul Divide: Sword of Darkness came out on the PC, and Rogue Company came out for PS4 and PC. Panzer Paladin comes out on the 21st on PC and Switch. Liquid Sunshine comes out for PC and Linux on the 21st. Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break comes out for the PS4 and PC. Rainswept comes out for the PS4. On the 22nd, Necro Barista comes out for PC. Creeks comes out for PC and PS4 on the 22nd. Aircraft Evolution comes out for the Xbox One. Dragon Marked for Death comes out for the PS4. Rainswept comes out for the Xbox One. Vargas The Riven Realms comes out for PC. Crisis Remastered comes out for the Nintendo Switch on the 23rd. It's a miracle that the Nintendo Switch can run Crisis. Carrion, the game featuring Phil Spencer during the trailer, comes out for PC, Switch, and Xbone on the 23rd. Roki comes out for the PC on the 23rd. Dying Light Hellraid comes out for PC and PS4 on the 23rd. On the 24th comes Thanberg on the Xbox One and PS4. Rainswept coming out on the Switch on the 24th. Dex coming out for the Switch. Max and the Book of Chaos coming out for, they cut that off so I can't see what it comes out on. PC, PS4, Switch, and Xbone. Allison's Diary Rebirth comes out for the Xbox One on the 24th. Paper Beast comes out for the PC. And that's it.
That's pretty cool. I was reading about the game Grounded, which actually doesn't come out until next week. There's an early access. So it looks like an Ark type concept. You and 4 players, you and up to 3 friends if you choose, wake up in a suburban backyard shrunk to the size of an ant. There is an overseer robot that knows what's going on. Basically, he says the only way to get you back to normal is currently out of order, and you must survive in the structure that you are. Everything in the backyard tries to kill you, from spiders, ants, insects, and other creatures. You must gather, craft, and build bases from items that you find on the ground in the backyard to survive. You must drink dew off of grass to quench your thirst and find crumbs to eat so that you can survive. That just seems
Hey.
pretty cool.
Just so you guys know, if you have Game Pass, you can pre-download the game right now.
Ungrounded, is it? You can?
Ungrounded? Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Because I have it downloaded right now on my computer. Just
Oh,
waiting
shit.
for it to launch.
I have to do that. It's free,
Hey.
right?
Well, with Game Pass, it is.
We'll definitely have to do that. Yeah, you.
Hey, I think I know what what would you look at that would be.
I'm down to do that. Yeah, it's cooperative multiplayer survival game where you're the size of an ant in the backyard trying to survive.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much. For movies, honestly, there's like shit. Going with the theme that they've been doing, re-releasing the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze will be released tomorrow
Nice.
on Blu-ray and 4K. So if you ever wanted to go back and watch a movie where you fall in love with a ghost, now's your chance. Uh, that is,
Everybody let
It.
their mothers know about that one.
yeah. That is literally it. There is physically nothing else that is coming out that even
Nice.
looks remotely good, and it's just all a bunch of random shows that I've never heard of.
Sick.
So, but that's about it. So I call that a cast. Let's go around the room, around the ring, around a fortune, and
Around
what's
the
everyone gonna
horn.
be doing this week, and where can we find you? What can we do for you? Start off with James again.
All right. Well, hey, if you want to watch me play Ghost of Tsushima, you can go to twitch.tv/People I Hate Studios. And if you want to check out some things like my wonderful series called Well, Would You Look at That? Would you look at it? Well, actually, Jeff, you probably would say that better. Still waiting for you to
think he's
send me that
frozen.
voice clip. Oh yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah. He's just staring.
I just realized that he was frozen. I thought he was just looking at the screen.
Yeah, he's just staring directly at us. That's funny.
We lost one of them.
He's been so
we
quiet and
lost Jeff.
well-mannered all stream. Oh.
Oh, he's gone.
That's
Lost a good
hilarious.
one.
Well, if you want to watch me play a game and look at it, you can take a look at that at youtube.com/People I Hate Studios. Maybe.
Hey, there he
hey,
is.
Look
There
who's
he
back.
is. Hello.
He's like, what the fuck?
It's only happened 4 or 5 times tonight, actually. Seriously, when you go like to the YouTube channel, there's gonna be like 4 or 5 copies that say this show's name.
That
Just
sucks.
Damn.
Yeah. It's
Well,
fun.
No, we
Jeff,
love you.
I don't know if you heard me, but I'm still waiting for you to send me a voice clip of you going, "Well, would you look at that?"
Oh,
Would
we
you
should
look at
just
it?
look at it. We should
Exactly.
Just look at the ad. You know, every time my computer cuts out, I can't help but say to myself, "Would you just look at the ad?" I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it because would you look at the ad?
Very true.
Happens. I tell you.
I love you.
Right. It's something
And
else.
then
I'll tell you. I don't understand it. Only when I stream this specific show.
Fucking podcast.
Disconnects like 30 times. I hate it. Ugh.
Look at that.
Well, would
you
you
just
look
look
at
at
that?
I'm looking, Mark.
What else you got, James?
Well, then you could also check me out on Twitter at People I Hate 10. Mark, go.
Well, if you want to watch me make mediocre content, you can find that on YouTube and Twitch at MarkDude701. If you want to know what I'm doing sometimes, you can follow me on Twitter at Mark_EXE, because that's neat.
You favorite my tweets about fucking Final Fantasy 14 killing me.
I mean, yeah, I feel the same way. But yeah, who knows what I'll end up doing. But if you ever want to watch me make content, it's MarkDude701 at Twitch and YouTube.
Perfect. Schroeder. What about you,
yeah,
man?
before I fucking disconnect again. Jesus. Well, you won't see me streaming nothing, so forget that. But I might make some content at some point here in the near future, but probably not as well. So you can check out some of the content that I've made in the past and this show in 7 different pieces because of the disconnecting issues, and all of the other shows since I've moved back to Erie in their cut up pieces. It's so funny. There's a definitive point in my channel where you can tell where I moved to PA. And it was as soon as the internet started cutting out. As soon as each episode starts going to part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. For like 2 minutes skips in between. It's great. Great. But Splash Screen Gaming on the YouTubes and the Twitches where that's at. Team Splash Screen on Instagram and Facebook, and Splash Screen G on the Twitter.
You're a beautiful man.
God.
For myself, Captain Geach 15 on everything. Probably don't know if I'll stream, probably not, but Sea of Thieves most likely. It's really the only thing I can think of right now. Maybe Final Fantasy 14, and then that grounded game on the that doesn't come out till the 28th. But
Got
past
another
that,
week.
yeah, another week for
Yeah.
that one. Past that, nothing much. Play Halo. We should play Halo 3 one of these nights.
We need to. Me and Mark were playing that one day. Well, we were checking it out.
Be fun.
Play some
It's like
Halo.
4
Halo
o'clock in the
3.
morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was-
from all of us here at the Level Unlock podcast, thanks everyone for hanging out. Next week we'll be here once again for the exclusive, kind of half exclusive Microsoft event. Microsoft's State of Play. Oh no, I don't remember exactly what they're calling it. Something along those lines. It's Microsoft
Inside Expo. I'm just
Yeah.
excited to say world premiere again.
World Premiere.
World
That will be coming at
premiere.
you bright and early, 10 p.m. next week. As always, you can find us everywhere. Level Unlock Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Email us levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com, and on Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
And last but not least, if you are looking to become part of the Unlocked Nation, unfortunately it's frozen again, you can definitely do so at patreon.com/level podcast if you would like to be a part of our Unlocked Nation. There's multiple different tiers. Any donations help. We appreciate anyone following, and you're not following the podcast. So thank you all. We will see you guys next week. Y'all have a great, great night. Peace.
Bye.
Have a good one.
I already ended it.